No
I
way.
don't believe you. You didn't
No,
look at
I
it.
didn't
He
look
didn't
at
look
it.
at it.
Let's
There's been
do
so
it
many
because
mouths.
How do you wanna
Tweety
lead
has some
into it?
stuff.
I'm
We'll just,
getting
I mean, we'll
Let's
talk
start
about
like
the
you still wanna
Ukraine
kiss.
situation.
Alright.
Ukraine. You have any questions?
Okay. Ready? What's
Okay.
going on with the phone?
Yeah, I got it on.
I don't know, but I'm gonna turn mine off.
Got it. That's Kat keeping us in check, man.
What did she say? I tried to call her
She
out.
just said keep your cell phone by you because she's gonna text us like, "Oh my God, your hair looks jacked up."
Yeah.
Oh, then I
Okay.
should turn my shit back on.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
It's on silent.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna buzz though, right?
Fuck.
We're
That's gonna be
live.
a problem.
I'm a new iPhone user. I was a
Oh.
Droid loyalist until I was forced to switch.
Oh, the iPhone's the best. It is the best.
Okay, we're live.
I'm actually
Hello.
opposite. Droid
What,
is better.
what is happening? Oh, you're also going to need to
We're
get real
talking
close to that
apples,
mic.
y'all.
We're talking apples?
Yep.
What? And oranges?
Apples and
No,
iPhones.
apples and droids.
Why are we even? Look, this is a friendly conversation. There's no need to use that kind of language.
I'm gonna say it. I'm pretty out there, pretty confrontational.
But do you have a droid?
Nobody has a droid.
Exactly.
Nobody
That's what I'm
has a
talking
droid.
about. That's the foul language
I
I
will
was
vouch
talking.
for droid.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
love
That's what I'm
droids.
Look,
saying.
but what do you have?
I was forced to switch, and
oh.
after transitioning, it's a frustrating thing. It really is. Not
no.
gonna lie.
Down.
Once you start buying
Just look
stuff on the App
classy.
Store,
You
you'll
look
come
classy.
around.
So many rules. Why do I want-
Take your lanyard off.
Oh yeah, lanyards.
What is
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
fancy
All
word?
right, this is Asking for a Friend, the advice show, where we'll take questions from you and then give you answers.
I love
Don't make
it.
eye contact with me when you say you, because you're talking to the audience.
I can't do this part.
Yeah.
The headphones are like minutes behind.
I got a quick question. Do I have to be like this on the mic?
You have to be like
Yeah,
this.
pretty much.
Ah.
Jeff, Kat, do we have to be this close? Can you even hear us? Are we good?
Because I mean, is this one of those mics where I can do this, or can I be like this?
No. I do
God
not
damn
think I think this is like a fist away is good.
All right. This is dumb.
I think
That's
that's so funny.
Yes. You should be
course you would.
fisting Mike.
Or can we just talk
Because
really
Mike appreciates it.
loud?
Oh.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm a soft talker, so I can be right up.
Hey
Be doing
guys,
my Barry White.
it's Friday night here at the YouTube space.
Hey.
1-800 hot chicks. Wanted to do
CHIX.
some cat daddy dancing.
Did you
right?
guys ever
Yes.
do? Did you guys ever do that when you were younger? Like
What?
call the phone and
Party
dial like
line?
1-800.
Yes, no.
Whatever. Like
Yes, no.
what?
Let me
What
tell
were
you.
you
Let me
looking
tell you
for?
what I did
And
do when I
listen
was a
to it,
kid.
like,
When I was a kid, I was born in California, but when I was a kid, I lived in some weird places in the Midwest because I didn't have any fucking choice.
Like what's weird? You're gonna say Lincoln, Nebraska, my hometown. Not that weird.
That's where all the gorgeous corn-fed boys live. That's not weird. That's
It's
delicious.
True.
I lived in anyway, where I lived when I was telling the story is like in Indianapolis, and this is like when I was a kid. There was like this. If you dial the weather and then you wait, and then the call disconnects, and then there was like an open party line, and it was like this
Oh,
for
yeah.
years, and it was an
That's
accident.
weird.
And I was a kid, but there's like all kinds of people calling, like fucking grown-ups, like everybody, like
Like people that are on the internet now.
basically it was Twitter
Chat
before.
rooms before.
Right.
But I was a kid, like I'm talking like 6th grade, and I was probably talking to adults.
Were you like talking to him, or were you just listening in and?
No, I mean you talk. You're like hello, who's this? This is Jack. What school do you go to, Jack?
Oh,
I'm 57.
Indianapolis is a pedophile's dream.
Isn't that where
Oh.
your wife is from? Indianapolis?
She's from outside Ann Arbor, Michigan.
That's really
Totally not the
really,
same.
really close.
Indiana and
You know
Michigan.
what?
close.
That's like me saying
It's
Iowa
as
and
close as
Nebraska
you being
is the
from
same.
It is basically,
Kentucky.
except
Yeah.
in Nebraska we know how to grow corn. In Iowa they don't.
You know what? I don't think it's similar at all. It's kind of like one of my other pet peeves, and people go, well, like people don't know I'm from LA and I'm in another place, and they go, where are you from? And they go, oh, I'm from LA. I go, oh yeah, where? And they go, oh yeah, I live in Northridge. I'm like, no, Northridge
Well,
is not LA.
It's like when I say I was
Just
from
like-
Chicago, but I'm not. I didn't really live in Chicago.
That's just like the people that live in Orange County that say they live in LA. No.
No, I was way closer to Chicago.
Here's the
than
thing,
Orange
like,
County.
yes, if you live in Los Angeles, Orange County is a world away.
It's not even the same county.
It's not.
not
The
LA.
people are
Right,
different.
right.
It's like a whole nother planet. However, if you live in the flyover states, and I'm going to say everything from like Arizona all the way to Tennessee, probably places that no human should live, then everything in California is pretty much the same thing.
I think what
It's
he
just
meant
like,
to say
oh,
is the places
California.
where the good humans
I meant to say where
The
disgusting
good-
mongrels live.
No, the great
Where is
human
that?
beings
Wait,
that accomplish things.
What is it
live.
that Ted Nugent called the president? He called him a subhuman mongrel.
Which-
Oh, whoa,
He
wow.
said that about
Ted
which
Nugent.
which-
Ted Nugent
but wait,
said
which president?
Bush,
about
Bush
President
Senior.
Okay,
Obama.
I was just
No,
gonna say.
no, sir.
Bush Senior.
No,
He
he
called-
said about President Obama that he is
You can't judge us
he's
on
a
Ted Nugent.
communist. A communist from the communist city of Chicago. He's a subhuman mongrel, and
Subhuman
it's
mongrel. That's
yeah,
just a dumb thing to say because a mongrel isn't human anyway. What a dumb
it
thing
got
to say.
bad enough that
I don't
that
judge
Rand
you on,
Paul
like, Mao. You know
shut
what
him
I'm
down. It was
saying?
like,
You can't
sorry,
judge me
that's
on
over the
Nugent.
line.
It's not
I'm
fair.
not judging you
A
personally.
mongrel? Like how old
judging
is
your
this guy?
people.
Who says mongrel?
What
It's
is
time
Ted
to feed the
Nugent.
mongrel.
He's like 60.
I think the mongrel needs some water. Can you take the mongrel out for a walk?
Mm-hmm. That bow hunting bone. Yeah, I was gonna.
Are there
There needs to be
questions?
there needs to be
Can
a
we
white
answer
equivalent of
questions?
the N word.
A
so that
white
we can use
equivalent
it.
of the
Cracker?
N word?
Yeah,
Well,
so
that no,
that
no,
is
no, no,
absolutely not.
no.
That's my word. You can't say it.
What?
I know what it
Cracker.
is. The white equivalent of the N word is poor.
Poor?
No,
I actually,
Poor-
I actually
Poor a po.
broke.
Po P-O apostrophe.
Bad credit.
Oh man.
You need
This
a
is getting
co-signer
off to
for
an
that
awkward
apartment.
Oh, Tweety's feeling ganged up on because there's more
No, I don't
non-white people than there are white people at this table.
I'm used to that.
Ah, that's
I live in
Jump
Los
in,
Angeles.
Delia.
Oh, it's true.
Take him down.
But we don't really
Technically,
know.
I'm barely white.
But
You are
we
a
don't really
honky.
know Tweety's background. The
I'm
truth of the matter,
Western
he could be
European.
Italian. He could be anything.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
no,
I
I'm-
do
Let's
know.
clarify.
I
what
do
are
know.
you?
What am I? I am Irish.
Sexy. See, not white. Irish people. That's like Irish people
They're
are
white.
like
That's white.
the black
Oh,
people.
like, I'm
That's
pasty.
No, no.
Like, this is
Irish
a
people
tan.
are the
This is-
blacks from over there.
If this
That's
were
what it is.
1915,
White and
then
then
yes.
red.
It is not 1915
It's always
anymore.
1915 to somebody.
Yes, Ted Nugent 100%
I still,
feels
like
like
me
it's
and my
1915.
family. We still fight like this.
Uh-huh. Like
Word?
bare knuckle boxing.
No, not really. We don't.
And ride on penny farthing bicycles. Is that what you-
Um,
What?
Those
He's-
bicycles with the huge front wheels and the tiny small wheels. It's called a penny farthing bicycle.
he's
See, you
way
just learned
smarter
something.
than us. You gotta
Something
understand
new.
that.
Mhm.
See,
Learn something new
I've
every
only
day.
seen those in old timey ads.
That is where they belong. It is, yeah. It is not a useful thing if you're like bicycling to class, for example. If you're going to a community college, you try and lock that thing up at the little bike racks. They don't fit.
Nobody
Don't
wants to
fit.
steal that bike anyway.
No, I don't know about
I would
that.
Call
steal
it-
the shit
I don't know
out of
about
that
that.
bike.
Those
Well,
dorm rooms,
Mm.
going down the hallways.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I didn't go to university, so what do I know?
wait, where are you from? You said where are you from?
California.
And you don't go to universities.
I didn't go to uni. Like I didn't go to university, so like I don't know the college culture.
Oh, see, when
I'm-
I hear someone say I didn't go to like university, I think of like Eastern Europeans because that's
No,
what they call
I'm
it.
starting to
Well,
hear
Canadians
people.
say that too.
I'm
says
starting
it?
to hear people say
Canadians.
uni. Like
Yeah, uni is
Americans,
a lot-
like grew up
really.
in America, are using
of
that
the
like
internet.
English term.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're watching too much Misfits,
I don't
watching
know.
Oh,
about
too
the
yeah.
much
I don't know about the
BBC,
Misfits, but
Luther,
It's
Midsummer Murders.
fantastic.
I know.
Midsummer
Luther's
Murders is
good
my
too.
show.
Midsummer
I want to convert as many people as possible.
Sherlock.
It's a what?
Midsummer Murders.
Midsummer Murders.
Who's
They're
that?
not-
Oh my gosh,
show?
it's really
Is it on
amazing.
Netflix?
It's on Netflix and it's on
Alright.
Acorn
Alright.
Telly. It's amazing.
Is that
Is
the?
it?
There's all like you. This is what I really love about the show. So like all the hot women, like the woman that's getting people killed because someone's always got to die.
Absolutely.
The woman that's getting people killed because she's having affairs and this and that. She's not like in America. It'd be like she's like some hot, whatever, blonde, whatever, like that. In Midsummer, it's gonna be like she's like 45 to 50. She's married and she's having an affair. Like,
Mm.
and then the men who are having these steamy affairs, it looks like you're a senator,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
that's how I think it's really fabulous. It's
Yeah,
like all these
sure.
guys are fighting over her.
Is it a BBC show?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Midsummer
yeah.
Murders.
All
Sounds
those
like one.
BBC shows have
Gotta check it
very
out.
average people
Mm-hmm.
and like their main roles. We were
Yeah.
watching Luther, and it was like that. It was like the most attractive girl on this show is the girl that in a Hollywood thing would be like the best friend.
The ugly best
Oh,
friend.
Yeah.
See,
Another
yeah,
thing
I
too.
don't think the girls in the Hollywood movies are usually like the best looking girls. It's usually the
Like
best
Megan
friend.
Fox?
It's usually the best friend.
You know what?
Well,
Have
no,
you
that's
seen
a
her thumbs?
personality thing.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
What?
Megan Fox
Megan
thumbs.
Fox.
She
You
got,
mean Megan Thumbs Fox?
I don't know, I don't know
she
what
got
that means.
guy thumbs.
that
She
was-
has- her thumbs look like toes.
They're super
I'm
creepy.
I just
fine
think
with
she
that.
looks like a trailer park chick. That's what she looks like to
But
me.
I think that the face part is like really hot. Why am I talking about women that are hot? I only date men. I date men.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Sitting real close to Delia.
Well, you're forcing
That's
us
my-
to share a mic.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, how you blaming
Oh,
them?
my ulterior motive.
That was a strategic.
3
girls,
minutes
one
before-
mic.
Here
3 minutes-
before we came in here.
Did you guys get the show bikinis? Why?
It's 2 girls,
Tweety's
1
gonna
mic.
wear
Take
his.
my shirt off
Yeah.
and turn it
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Okay, hold on now.
Yeah.
You just said 2 girls, 1 mic, and that is we do not want you shitting on the microphone. In case that's
Well,
what.
you know,
in
that's
case
already
that's what
been
Sam
done.
told
We'd
you.
have to put a new spin on it.
When have people shit on the microphone?
I don't know.
That's
They've
what I'm
probably
saying.
done it on
I
everything,
wouldn't do
Matt.
it. This
I
looks
wouldn't.
like a night.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 girls, 1 podcast. Let's do it.
all right.
So there's questions, right? We have questions.
Yeah, we haven't even really done an introduction.
No,
hey,
we
are we
haven't.
even
Who are
recording
these
on the
people?
on the audio
hit
thing?
Record play. You fucking failed, dude.
Dang,
Oh,
Bert,
we
can
started
get
There's-
another drink
20
real
minutes
quick?
There's actually numbers rolling.
Oh yeah, we did. You started 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
In case this happened, in case this moment happened, we started 20
Awesome.
minutes early. Yep.
Kudos to us. Fantastic. I'm waiting for Jeff to report back on how the audio is, but the lag is like a 3-4
How
minute
about
thing.
we talk about our guests?
So, hey, I was
That
going to
seems like a thing
say,
we could do.
I'll do the official introduction. This is Asking for a Friend. We are streaming live from the YouTube space in Los Angeles. Our spiritual advisors are, I can't talk words, Robert Chan and Ryan Tweedy, and our special guests this week. Welcome back, Delia Fort-Feliz and Maximilian Defoe for the first time.
Yes. I'm excited.
Cool. How you guys doing?
Fabulous.
Did you drink enough at the
awesome.
happy hour?
No.
There's never really
Oh.
enough time to drink as much as I want
Yeah.
in a day
Oh.
Can we
or a
take
week.
quick-
Right,
you
run off.
know?
Run off, go
Where's
get
that
something.
flask?
Yeah, we
What?
can just randomly go off stage, come back.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, fine, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna do it. Okay.
Sure.
is it? Wait,
That's
hold on.
fine.
Okay.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Good, are we,
What?
okay,
Everything's
so
great.
we'll introduce.
Hi, I'm the guest.
Did you just
I
call her
just got-
Zaz?
Yes, I'm Zaz. Jeff, if you can hear us at this point, let us know how the stuff's
This is
going.
poor production is what
Really?
this is.
You think so?
Yeah. It's,
So yeah, when they come back, we should actually have let them.
We
not
actually
do
should
that.
have, yes.
No,
That's how
come
that
back
works.
already. Get back here. You
This
really
was a-
have a flask? Get
Yeah.
back. All right, come back. Well, let's actually talk about who you are. Now that they're plastered. What? No, cat, sit. Sit here and
I'm
talk about
plastered.
yourselves.
What?
Well, we already know who.
Well,
Delia
if I
is.
must.
Delia's been here before.
Thanks for
She runs
having
the
me back,
Eagles channel.
guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
Philadelphia. Eagles pregame, postgame analysis, NFL highlights, football.
You don't have a mic in front
Get,
of you.
get in front of the mic.
Oh, football, and I actually do parody songs with the latest one featured Miss Maximilian here.
Yeah.
Football and alcohol.
Yeah, we did a parody of the Love Me song by Drake.
Sing it, girl.
What?
Football and alcohol. I got some down fans that I can call. I don't know what I would do without y'all. Football till the day I fall. Ball.
wait a minute. Whose song is it?
Long as my
Who
Eagles
fucked
love
up
me.
whose song?
Write this song.
Ball. It was the flask. It got to me too soon.
I love it. It's working.
Ball.
Ball.
Ball. It's because she said fall and it's stuck in my head.
No, I understand. No.
Dang. I'm
Right.
under pressure.
Now
Is
we're
that that
under
Vanilla
arrest.
Ice song?
Mm,
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, boo. Yes.
I see what you did there.
Did
I
anybody-
get it. I
Fantastic.
I think most of us are old enough to understand that particular reference.
Yeah, I think so. Sad days. Tell us about your channel.
My channel is Maximilian TV, and it's a lot of live hangouts I do with my friends.
Right.
Also, I'm going to be doing covers, but in an original way. Very simple, like hand claps, guitar,
Okay.
and there's gonna be that. And then I'm gonna have some original horror webisodes on my thing too, because I love horror films. And if you go on my channel and you like scary movies,
Sure.
I have an entire lean back experience of all of my favorite horror movies, full length, on a
Right on.
playlist. And I update it
A lean back
all
experience?
the time.
You play and just sit there and watch.
The
for
couch.
Lean
hours.
back. You don't have to go and
Couch
play.
mode.
Play. Couch mode.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I included some old classics, and I got some new stuff. Like I really like foreign horror films,
Mhm.
and also like the old '80s like throwbacks, like Sleepaway Camp. I don't know.
I see. So you talking like
I
Giallo?
didn't watch that one yet.
When I was
Uh-huh.
younger, I used to
Italian
watch all that
horror
shit.
films or what?
I haven't, if I haven't even gotten into any
Suspirian?
Korean. Japanese,
Okay.
and Thai horror films I have on my playlist. I have some American ones, but I like the old ones are cool. I like suspense. There are some French ones that are very good.
Spain is putting out a lot of those movies now because because they're foreign language, but because they're just suspenseful and not like gory, hack 'em up, slash 'em up. They can they go out internationally. So
Yes,
there's some good stuff happening out
that's the business right there.
there.
And I write suspense too. So the original content going on my channel is going to be suspense.
Right on.
Yeah, it's called Flat 3D. It's scary.
When I first moved out here, I was in a horror movie, guys. That was the very first
Really?
No,
acting gig
Were
I
you the
ever
baddie?
got.
Tweety, that was
No.
a horror movie.
Yeah.
You were having sex for money.
Yeah, that's
There's a difference.
pants off, dance
Like, I
off,
don't-
not a.
And that's not what you guys are talking about? You
No.
guys are talking about like
Yeah.
Dance
no,
off,
so-
dance
yeah.
off.
I wore a mask and I like jerked off. On
Yeah, that's right.
stuff. No,
Nope,
are you
not
doing
a,
later?
nope, that's a whore. You're just a whore.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anytime you guys, if that's something you guys need,
that's our show.
I'm your guy. I'm your guy. No,
yeah,
it-
actually, one of the first things I ever did was art direct for a Roger Corman film.
Art direct?
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
Roger Corman.
Yeah,
Forgive my ignorance, but I do know the name. But what's
he
the-
is the master of B movies. He is
Mhm.
originally a director, and now produces basically like B movies the way we produce YouTube videos. Like,
Okay.
here's $50, let's make a feature.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what this was. I mean, but the guy,
Right.
they actually had like a semi-budget, but it's
Yeah.
not like a horror movie budget.
Yeah.
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 Yep. And his name is Jared Cohen. I guess he's big time now.
Jared or Jerry?
Jared Cohen.
Cone, like CONE.
COHN.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so what did you do in the scary movie? Did you get killed or kill somebody, or were you
I
the
was-
boyfriend who goes, "Oh my god"?
I
and then
was
you
the
ran?
one that like I made out with a chick in the shed and we both died. I was that guy in the horror movie.
Did you try to save her and get killed, or did you just?
No,
you
we
just-
both just ran away and got killed. I got my
That's-
face beat in with a hammer.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, it was good
I
stuff.
did a horror movie too. It's on iTunes right now. It's on iTunes, Netflix, and Redbox. It's called Exit to Hell. It's the first horror movie I've ever done, and it just came out. And I died a grisly death too, but I get tortured and then I get killed. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
But yeah, I was really excited about that shit. But
It was fun to die. That was cool.
But yours is way better than mine. Like, 'cause then you could be like, "Oh no, stop!" Mine was just more like, "Oh please don't," and you were like,
Oh no! Literally, all I did is I close the door and I turn around and then just get claw hammered in the face and scream. And then they cut to like a dummy version of me with like a hole in his face, like they just bashed it in.
Mm.
But you don't actually see me. Like you see me get hit, and then they cut away to like a dude running, and then they cut back, and it's just like they just like run by me, like what the fuck?
"That's fucked up."
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever,
Well, I didn't get like a good gory scene like that, but somebody does eat me. So like when you see my
Hey.
dead body, hey.
Hey.
Somebody eats me, but not in a way that I could enjoy.
Ooh.
And sadly,
Right.
Mm.
It's gonna be okay.
Like Titus Andronicus
still
kind
getting
of
over it.
eating, not like Debbie does Shakespeare.
No, they
That's
ate me
okay.
like a roast. And then there was even a comment made.
They
this
ate
is
you
the
like a
worst.
roast?
Let me tell you,
Like
this
they
is the best.
boiled you in a crock pot?
Exactly, but it wasn't a
Oh,
crock
what-
pot. They
shit.
just
Do you not
roasted
know
me
what the
in
word
oven.
roast means?
I did.
A fucking oven? A roast? You
So
don't boil a
my
roast.
cousin Mike Scott rents the movie, and he tells me,
Bullshit.
he's like, "I watched your movie." And he's like, "I'm watching your movie," and then a couple hours later, he texts me and he goes, "Ha ha ha!" There's a line in the movie when they eat me. It goes, "That's way better than Mexican." It's not a joke. It's really in the movie.
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This just got real
Wait a
weird.
minute, which kind of eating was that
Um,
noise?
yeah.
It sounded
Yeah, that
sort of
was-
the-
That was like you just
crossover.
ate a bite of roast, and it was better than Mexican food.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice.
Fair, yeah. I have no segue, but we're going to talk about the craziness in the Ukraine, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you got, Jan?
What do I have? Tweety is the one that has a better understanding of
How is
what's
this?
happening.
You were supposed to study
Do-
it
do
and
you-
write something
I
about
did
it.
some. I didn't actually do any writing about it, but essentially, what's going on in the Ukraine for the people that don't know is that there is an uprising, which is happening at the same time as the Olympics, and everybody's ignoring it because the Olympics are not supposed
true.
to be a place
People are
for.
ignoring it. America's not ignoring it, and Europe isn't ignoring it, but Russia's ignoring
Well,
the
no, I mean,
shit out of it.
The Olympics are too, because
Yeah.
Pussy Riot tried to
and
like,
she
take a
got beat
protest.
up by a fucking
Wait a minute, Pussy
Bobby?
Riot is in the musical group?
yeah.
Yes.
They
What?
got beat up by a
Two of them were
fucking
released.
Russian body.
and they came to the U.S. for a couple weeks, and then they went back out to Sochi so that they could protest. And there's this group called the Cossacks who sound to me kind of like the Russian version of the Tea
Isn't that
Party.
like
it was it wasn't an actual
like
Russian
mercenaries?
cop that beat him up.
No, a Cossack. No, yeah. So they're like this sort of a militia organization, or like the Minutemen
shit.
kind
Right,
of.
yeah.
my
They're like a
God.
mercenary group.
Paid thugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah,
but
basically.
I think they're more like volunteer. Maybe they are paid.
Thugs are always on a
Volunteer
voluntary
thugs?
basis.
Cossacks were like cops.
Thugs
on
are always
horses.
volunteers.
No. But
Holy
they had
shit.
horse whips, and they just came at them just like whack, whack, and giving them the business
For free?
because-
They didn't have to pay for that?
Maybe they did. I don't know how it works in Russia. It seems
Oy.
like they were
Sounds
just
No,
expensive.
trust me.
being-
Russia hands out ass whoopings for free on the regular.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
And the shitty thing was the Olympics were like, no, please don't do that because the Olympics are above politics, and if they
that's
were
how
above
it's supposed
politics,
to
they
be.
shouldn't have gone in fucking
Right.
Russia in the
Well,
first
they
place.
They did in their defense, didn't they get this, like, I mean, it wasn't like Sochi was just like, oh, we'll do it like a year ago. It was like 10 years ago.
That's true. Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
They're like eight years ahead or anything like that.
Right.
But essentially, what happened in the Ukraine was like a dozen years or so ago, Russia was doing okay, so they tried to pull the Ukraine back into the fold of Mother Russia.
Right.
I like how you put the
yeah,
accent when you said that.
Thank you very much. I'm an actor.
I like it.
And the Ukraine they're kind of in the middle. They're really close to Eastern Europe, and they're really close to like Europe proper and Eastern Europe. So they're kind of in the middle. There are people who want to associate more with Europe, and people want to associate more with Russia.
Mhm.
And in the intervening years, Russia's gotten a little more hardline, and things have gotten worse economically for the Ukraine. Like Ukraine had to take huge ass loans of just natural gas just to fucking warm themselves, just to not freeze to death.
How do you need to borrow natural gas? Can we just talk about that?
It's the
for a
fucking
second?
Ukraine.
It's the Ukraine. They don't have shit.
It's all.
How do you not have natural gas?
That's the thing. That's what makes some countries better than others. They have natural resources.
Yeah, and some
that's
people
what
just kind of
everything is all
assed
about.
out.
That's-
I mean, call me crazy, but I believe that there's a resource in every part of the planet. You just have to figure out what it is for where you are and stop trying to do what they're doing over there to warm yourself.
Well, there's also the Sam Kinison thing where
You
He
mean the
tells people-
comedian Sam Kinison?
yeah, where he was talking about Ethiopia, and he says like, well, I mean, of course you're hungry because you live in the desert. Stop living in the desert. There's no water there. In Ukraine, they're living there, and they don't have anything. So yeah, you can move.
No,
but
I'm not talking about moving. I'm talking about actually
Finding
a
another-
discovery, an explorative discovery
Sure, there's
to
rocks.
find
They've
out.
got rocks.
But the
Sunlight.
thing-
There's sunlight.
There are so many ways to do the one thing. It seems beyond me that people are struggling when there are resources that aren't being used. They just got to get creative about what they've got.
This is somebody
and
who.
if you really want to get to the root, I think that's the solution.
Well, you
If
live
you
in
somewhere
you
where
live
there's
in
no natural gas, and that's not what you use to heat yourself. Hello.
Yeah, they
R-
should use fire and wood.
right.
They should light
un-
rocks on fire. Light the-
Solar. Look,
light the
we've all
Ural
got
Mountains
we've
on
all got
fire.
sunshine. All I'm saying is like that's a very serious issue, and to live in
You-
a place like that with no.
You live
Oh,
in
yeah.
Los Angeles, where you could conceivably find solar cells. If you live in the Ukraine, where you can't. Here's the thing.
But
if you
how
can't
much money did
afford
they
natural
just?
gas,
How much money did they just borrow? Why didn't they just borrow that to make some solar panels so they can stop borrowing from people?
For the same reason
Nobody
that
wants
you.
to give them money.
For the same reason that you.
but
you
didn't they
get,
just borrow so someone gave them some money?
Right.
Well,
Russia did.
Russia did.
because
So why
Russia
didn't they
wants to
borrow
put
that-
them under their thumb.
But why not borrow that money to make some solar panels? and then-
Because Russia's the one giving them the
Well, and
natural
also-
gas.
well, and
They're
also
not
in
going
the-
to give them the solar panels
Well-
because they want to keep them here.
Right. But the other thing is I think the question you're asking is if you take the money, so let's say you say, okay, I'm going to borrow money to make solar panels. Well, the 12, 15, 20 years it's going to take you to scientifically develop solar panels, so many fucking people are going to starve. Like, that's not.
But what do you mean develop solar
Yeah,
panels?
just
They
buy
don't
'em
have
from
that.
us.
They
Buy
don't-
them from someone else like you're buying the natural gas. That's what I'm saying.
It's so much more complicated.
I
than
don't
that.
think so.
$2.5 billion worth
I
of
think I
natural
should
gas
just run. I
is
think
a
all
lot
of us should just
warmer
like
than.
figure it out
Yeah.
amongst us and just dispense it to the people.
Oh,
What?
here's the thing about Ukraine. So, I got a buddy who lives in Ukraine.
Mhm.
His name is Ernest, and he is dope as fuck. And
Can
he
I look
lives
him up on Facebook?
you can if you can speak Russian because it's all in Russian. Like his
Why
name.
don't they just speak English? If they're gonna be,
Yeah.
if they're gonna be online, why don't they just speak English?
But he lives on the
Duh.
other side of Ukraine where there is no protests.
Where
Okay.
everybody's chill with.
Where everybody's totally cool with Europe and like there's not a problem.
Wait a minute, they're totally cool with Europe or with Russia?
Europe because
Okay,
by
they're on the
other-
European side
they're
of
on the
things.
European side.
Gotcha.
And he doesn't have any problems.
Who's that?
I just want to give a shout out to my boy Will Keenan, who's out there. I love him. And Liam, what's up?
Oh, it's Liam.
I love these guys.
Right
I
on.
want to give a shout out too.
to your mom
In
What?
Russian?
No, I don't speak Russian.
I
I want to
speak
give a
Russian.
shout out to that guy.
That's all I
That bald guy. That bald guy is dope as fuck.
That's accurate,
You
actually.
just said that your friend. Who's this guy?
I don't know.
But you just said your friend is dope as fuck. Your friend in the Ukraine.
Every-
Every cool
There's-
and chill.
You
Everybody
have
I like.
no,
Everybody I like is dope
yeah.
as fuck. Everybody.
Yep.
But you have no barometer for that.
No, everything.
sucks.
Oh.
No, there's dope as fuck and then there's shitty as fuck.
Are they
Yeah.
the same thing?
No,
That's
no, two
fucks.
different things.
Can you just give me a for instance so I can really understand?
For instance,
Dope people do things like this.
yeah, dope as fuck people do things that I like. Shitty as fuck people do things like cut me off in traffic. Those people are shitty as fuck.
Fair enough.
Got it? Dope ass people.
Makes sense.
Dope ass
Got
people buy me
Direct
a
eye
coffee
contact right there.
when they don't know me. You heard the thing where you're like in line at a drive-through and they're like, I'm gonna buy my coffee, and the guy behind me is coffee. and
My
they're
friend
like,
Eric Mason does that. Our friend Eric
Yeah.
Mason
Oh,
does that. He
nice.
did that at
Dope as-
Target. He
he's-
did that at Target. You know, people buy furniture at Target.
What?
He paid for the person's stuff like behind him. He like bought some gift card. It must have been a lot because he could look and see what she had in her thing.
Yeah.
And he just turned around. He paid for something. He turned around and gave her a gift card. He did it on Mother's Day
Ah,
because he
nice.
wanted to do
That's
something nice. So he said he had to like loiter around and be kind of stalkerish
To
around
find
Target.
a
and-
mother.
Yeah, he.
That's
could-
super creepy.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
know.
not super creepy. You're the
But
problem
it
with
paid
America
off.
right there. You're the problem with the
That's
world.
like sweepy.
It's
I
awesome.
don't
It's
know.
dope
It's
as
sweepy.
fuck.
Yeah, it's dope as
I'm
fuck.
saying it sounds like the MILF Hunter is what that is.
Is that
I'm
a
just-
show? Is that like the show? Is that a
It's
show?
Sort of a
It
show.
is a
It's a series of
technically.
something.
It's a, let's call it a web series.
I wanna have a
Tweety was
dilf.
in that without his pants.
What?
Oh yeah, so many things.
Again?
So many things. You
Whoa,
can't even.
there's
You don't
a lot
even
we're
know.
learning today.
Yeah.
How come there's no DILF dad I'd like to fuck? There are
I
all
bet
these.
there is.
I think
I'm sure
if,
there are lots of dads
I-
I'd
Sure
like
there
to fuck.
is.
if I
A
pull
DILF?
up a browser right now, I'm
Do it.
sure there's a
Do
dilf.com.
it, and let's look at it.
Is it a dating
make sure your
website? Because if it is,
volume's up.
I want to make a profile on there.
Oh,
Dilf.
God.
Dill.
God,
You
it
know
sounds
what?
so
I never hear
gross.
that. I mean,
You could.
I
You
never
know
hear
why?
that.
I'll
We've
tell you
heard
why.
MILF.
Because
You could-
women, when
you
they
could
see
start a
a
new
man they
channel.
want to fuck, they just fuck him.
Called
Other
Yeah.
men just go,
Philadelphia.
no, I would like to, but I'm not going to try.
It's
Right.
not so. I don't know. Well,
It is easier for women though.
so
I
much
didn't
easier
say it
for
was
women.
easier. I mean, I had to break into the house and everything.
There it is.
I am pretty
Alright,
sure
Let's see.
that this is not
Dads, I'd like to fuck.
this is not
That's a
for
porn site.
heterosexual
I
women.
want a dating
See,
site.
It's not for ladies.
This is.
It's not for ladies.
Oh,
Well,
that
I'm
is
built
not
No,
for
no,
ladies.
this is not this.
No,
Hold on,
it is
hold
not.
on, hold on. This is dads like to fuck, not dads I'd like to fuck. See how there's all men and no women in there?
Yeah, it's.
No, there's,
No,
an,
there's an
eye.
eye.
There's an eye in there.
It's just gay, dude.
Dads,
Right.
I like.
It's just.
But
Yeah,
it's
it's.
gay.
Here's the
not
thing.
It's got a slant.
You know what? I just take that on a case by case basis. Gay, straight, whatever. Can I? No.
Wait, what?
She said that's all for men.
It's
I'm
all
like,
guys.
well,
Right.
that's on a case by case basis. I mean, that's what my friends tell me.
Sexuality is liquid, I believe, or fluid is what I.
Yeah, it's on a
Sex
case
is
by case
liquid.
basis.
Are
It's
you
like,
just
well, I
thinking-
wouldn't normally, but you, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he
Well,
is absolutely
the way
gay.
I look at
Yeah.
it, porn,
100%.
you're supposed to be able to visualize yourself in there, and if it's two guys, like they're using different.
I visualize
Different
myself making a movie in the
instruments
corner
there
of the
that I don't
room.
have,
Do
and
guys
I
do
can't
that? Wait, okay, hold on.
visualize myself
Huh.
doing that to that guy. You know.
What's your question, Tweety?
Okay, so if that's all, just.
We're actually gonna do some advice here.
What is
Yeah.
with that?
I don't know.
What?
Everybody.
Sam was doing it, so
I
I
think you
thought
did
I'd
it
join
first.
in.
I think we should.
I did this.
It's cute when he does it.
Hey,
Okay,
Tweety.
so if two women are boning on camera,
First of all, two
That
women
wouldn't
don't
be
bone because the
accurate.
bone
Yeah.
is there's no
That is
bone.
absolutely
I mean, they,
correct.
you could
There's
get.
no bone.
You could buy one.
well, they.
If you could strap on bone, that is.
That's
But
what I'm
that's not
saying.
still a
So
bone.
what do you call it? If two women
grinding,
plasticking?
gap
grinding,
each other,
grinding,
Scissoring?
grind each
grinding,
other? I don't know.
grinding. You know,
Grinding?
you're
If two
grinding.
computer programs have sex, is that tromboning?
What?
What?
Two computer programs having sex would be tromboning.
That sounds like something that
Wouldn't
happens
that
on
just
a
be
PC.
Thing to
romboning?
say.
Hmm?
That sounds
Anyways.
like some-
You know what? I'm over this
That's
question.
our-
I'm past this
Oh,
question
that's-
already.
that's
I've moved on to the
hilarious.
next.
Did you even? Do you want a
No.
real question?
Yeah, I want a real question. I want to advise
Yay,
people.
real
I want to help.
questions.
I want to help. I want to
wanna
be part of the
help.
solution, guys.
You are part of the
gonna
solution,
do it.
Tweety.
Thank you.
Real
Thank you.
question
Yours too.
time. Okay, this comes from Anon 0001.
9001 or non?
Anon, like short for anonymous. Yeah.
00.
I have no confidence in myself. And he goes on with, I want to draw something to show people there. I should have vetted this. There's more to me. They
You
don't
didn't vet your
understand.
questions?
Nope. I just look for the question. But I worry they would still reject my art, and my art will still be unappreciated.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I
What?
follow-
Is
I'm
If you're
following
creating
it.
art for other people, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
No,
Is
that's
his
not where
problem
he's coming
self-esteem or is his problem that no one loves his
The
art?
first thing he said is that his confidence is low.
Right.
Is that the end of the question?
No, there's a little more.
Okay, can we?
Start over again. Start from the beginning.
Because this is really good. I was following it.
Okay, slow down and be
Okay.
verbatim.
I want to draw something to show people there is more to me they don't understand, but I worry they will still
Gotcha.
reject my art, and my art still will be unappreciated.
Gotcha.
Is apparently its own word.
So he's a nerd,
wait,
and he
wait.
thinks that his art, if he can draw something awesome, like a giant robot, for example, everyone will go, "You're awesome," and you will then be popular.
That's not what I gathered from
Yeah,
it
I
at all.
gathered that he wants to draw a giant robot, but he's afraid to because he thinks people will think his robot sucks.
No,
That's right. That's
he's
what I was getting.
projecting. He's projecting his emotions onto his art.
he knows he can draw a good giant robot.
But
He's
the-
afraid that if he draws it and shows everybody, they're going to say giant robots are for nerds and then hate him.
Well, I don't. Well, the first thing he said was, "I have no confidence in myself."
Right.
So I think what he or she
Mm.
is really saying is, I need to know that it's okay for me to do this.
You should always do it, right?
Yeah.
Art is for artists to be created.
You
Create art.
know, when
But
Create
you
art.
shouldn't necessarily share it because people will look down on you.
Then fuck 'em.
For example, all of those racist jokes that you keep writing out,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah. They're-
like
dude,
you want to like, hey,
Tweety!
can I
guys,
say these
no,
things?
guys,
I'm
you
like,
don't
no,
understand. These are the
keep it-
it's the
keep it to
funniest
yourself.
racism you've
Yourself.
ever heard.
Oh,
though.
really? We'll
Nope.
see about that. Is
Whoa.
it about black people?
Whoa.
Is it
No.
about black people, Spanish people, French people, Madagascarian people, Native American? Because I'm all these things.
Is
So
it
just
about-
use
Okay,
it.
Oh.
no,
Irish,
I'm going to
German,
put it
I
this
just
way.
wanna
You're-
know.
No, racist jokes about black people are hack.
Are you saying that that's like not cool anymore?
No, like yeah, like
It's
they've
been
already
done.
been done.
It's over it.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I do racist jokes, it's usually about like Filipinos,
I can't wait to hear this shit.
Venezuelans,
You should
Brazilians.
probably-
Like I have a lot of
Ooh, ooh.
plantain humor.
I feel like you
guys-
should.
Oh my
Plantains.
god.
Yeah, plantains are pretty. They're pretty
Right?
hilarious.
Can you sign a poster for me right meow because you are on
Yeah,
something new.
anytime,
yeah.
anytime.
It's a whole new type of hate that we
used to
haven't
hate
experienced
plantains.
before.
No, not hate.
But I just had some really good plantains for the first time, and I was like, oh, these are actually good.
Yeah, you got to know what to do with them.
Yeah, people have been doing like fried chips out of them, and I just didn't like that. And then I got some that were just like a solid,
Were they soft
piece
and
of it.
sweet?
Yes,
Mm.
They
Those
were-
are the
that was
best.
great.
I'll tell you
'Cause
the
they're
difference,
caramelized,
and
they're
I know
yeah,
what it
that was
is.
good.
Some
They're
people do
cooking
the
sugar, yep.
plantains where they're not ripe yet and they're hard and they try to fry them up and they're
Yeah,
dry
yeah.
and they're
It's
not
just this
cute.
fried chip thing, and
So
I was,
not
it's
cute.
terrible.
It's like a dry yuca, but the kind that are delicious and succulent, where they're like almost overly ripe. They're when you look at it, it's black. It looks like you should
It's
throw
a
it
goddamn
away.
banana
And
is
you
what it
peel
is.
it and you
Yeah.
got
No,
the
it's
one
not a
too sweet,
bandana.
and now it's a banana.
It's not a
It's
bandana.
a
not
total
banana.
bandana.
Bandana?
Not a
You
bandana.
plantain racist.
Less beer, Tweety.
Yeah, well,
More
that-
whiskey.
Yeah, that's not
More.
gonna
Oh,
happen.
yeah, let's get some whiskey.
Wow.
That sounds
Hey.
great.
What is the rest of that?
Rest of this, I'm gonna fix a few typos here. I have quite a bit of people that despise me only because of this one person who hates me. I just want to be respected as an artist again. What do I do?
Again,
Again,
there
I-
are so many. I have
I'm
more
assuming
questions
he's
than
He has
answers.
another
16.
one- He or she has like this one hater talking trash about him
in his art class.
and discrediting everything he does. And
Mhm.
he's afraid to continue being who he or she really is.
But he made a
and
reference,
expressing
or she
himself.
made a reference. She said again.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to be respected again, which
Mhm.
tells me that at some point, anon 00 whatchamajiggy, you've lost your sense of feeling that you are respected. Well, you know, this is what I always tell my friends. You're a star when you say you are. No one can take that away from you. So just do your thing. Do it the best you can. And you have to let it just be good enough for you and let the world see it. Don't be afraid to let the world see you. And that's that. And if you really need to feel self-confident and stuff like that, I would like to suggest to you meditation. And if you really, really are serious about feeling good about yourself, listen to some Abraham Hicks. There's this guy that has this YouTube channel, and he's got all the 2014 Abraham Hicks stuff, and it's really awesome. It's like just very practical stuff to help you feel good. Just do that. Meditate. It's okay if you don't know how. Just Google it. You'll figure it out, and just make your fucking pictures, and you'll be okay.
My dad used to always tell me that you're a poet and you don't know it.
I would suggest that you are going to die alone and unloved, and keep doing your art to make it easier on yourself, but know that it's not going to work out in the end, and it will be sadness and darkness till the rest of your life.
Certainly after your life, it will be dark.
Yeah, I would just say do art for yourself because there's no reason to get anyone else's approval on it.
Certainly. I agree with
That's
you.
not art. That's just masturbation.
Maybe when you do it.
Do yourself.
True. Yeah. No,
Call yourself art.
yeah.
Do you.
My ink is it's non-traditional.
Your ink?
It's non-traditional.
Is that a euphemism?
Yep.
That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a question. This is totally off point completely.
Yeah.
Does anybody know who Childish Gambino is?
Yeah, Donald Glover.
Yeah? Has anybody heard of him besides me and Chan?
Is that like Danny
I've heard of
Glover's
Donald
cousin or
Glover.
something?
No, but that's funny 'cause everybody says that. No?
I know Donald
Is that
Glover,
a
but I
porn
don't
star?
know
No,
that.
go
That
look
sounds like a
Childish
good porn
Gambino
name.
is his
Donald
rap,
Glover.
Oh, his rap persona?
He has a song where he says, don't be mad because I do me better than you do you.
Hey.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what she just said. So take that.
And that guy,
Take that.
Rewind it back.
he knows from anxiety and
Put
stuff.
your game down, flip it, and reverse it.
Quick shout out to
That is correct. Thank you.
What was
is
that?
Correct.
quick shout out to Favina Palumbo in the chat room. Speaking of artists, are you related to David Palumbo of the Palumbo brothers?
Are you related to the professional wrestler Chuck Palumbo?
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Are you
it
talking
was,
about?
yeah.
Is that like an offshoot of Columbo?
That's what I was
It
thinking.
is also
No.
that.
Are you
yeah.
related to Columbo? Like either any
Probably
of them?
not. I would
Any
because
of
it's
them?
spelled completely different.
You know, I got to meet Peter Falk one time. It was just totally random. Peter Falk is the actor that played Columbo, like
Right.
the old detective guy.
Yeah.
And it was at a car wash. This is no lie. And he was actually wearing a trench coat. It was really kind of surreal.
Oh,
And
that's
you
weird.
know when you go
That'd
to
be
the
like
car
Leonard
wash.
Nimoy walking around just with
With
Spock
ear-
ears
in the
on.
ears all the time.
But he
Let it
was wearing a
go.
trench coat, right?
Yeah.
And it was just the funniest thing ever. And I said hi. There was no one else. It was just me and him. And I just love him, right? And I was like, I love your show. I was really young. And he's like, oh, thanks. I was like, I always love how in every episode you go, you know, I was just thinking, you know how you
It's
always
more like this. You know,
One
Yeah,
more
the one,
thing.
the one eye.
And then he goes, I was just
I
realizing.
gotta-
And then he pins the whole murder on that person. He just walks away like it wasn't anything. I go, I love that part. And he goes,
It occurs to
thanks.
me that if a guy's gonna smoke cigarettes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, remember that part earlier where they left and went and had beer?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna go do the same thing, except I'm gonna go
Oh.
out into the
And
lobby
pee
and
in the lobby.
Yep.
What?
Come back with a handful of peanut M&Ms. I'm not gonna eat them from your hand.
Okay,
I will.
I will totally eat them. I'm so gonna eat those from his hand.
You don't know if he's washed his hands afterwards, so I wouldn't
He has
recommend it.
not.
That's well, I.
recommend it.
I will
was kinda
guarantee
counting on
that
that he
he
wasn't.
does
Most
not.
people don't.
Oh, okay. What?
here
what?
it's-
What?
Really,
what
girls?
people do
don't?
you know that
That's what
don't
you're
wash
saying?
their hands afterwards?
What was that? What was that?
We just had a mic lick.
It's a new form of Tourette's.
I don't.
We're halfway.
That's
to the
our
two
show.
Girls, one mic.
Yeah, both of you. All right,
Two
never mind.
girls, one podcast.
Yep.
Go on. Next question. Should we
Yeah.
wait for Tweety to
Let's
come
do it.
back?
Fuck Tweety.
He can come in when he comes back. He's gonna come in and say the perfect. Watch.
Horrible thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
his,
by
that's his
perfect, you
shtick.
mean the worst
I want to
thing.
hear his. Was he serious about the Filipino jokes?
No. But I always
Oh.
try and pin him to racist things because he's from Nebraska. So
So by
So
default,
you're-
racist.
yeah, I say racist things because I
Right.
can
Well,
because I'm not white.
You
Right.
know what?
I-
That's
well,
a
no,
common
and-
misconception among
Yeah.
not white people. They think that they can say anything
It's
racist. It's not true.
It's only racist if it's the dominant culture speaking down to the lesser
That's
culture.
not true.
Yes, it is.
Actually, let me correct you on that.
You correct
Correct him on that.
Shush, Whitey.
So by default, Chan angry and black.
And Chinese.
Yeah, well, that doesn't. Also, he does math. I don't.
Are
know.
you?
Also,
Well, the Chinese part, obviously.
by default?
obvious. That's racist.
I was trying to fit
Really?
in with my company.
Really?
And you're doing good work. No, I don't mean that pejoratively. I mean you did it wrong. I'm saying
Oh,
that
well
is
done.
racist and also correct.
Yay.
Nicely done. Yes.
All right, moving on. Sharky asks. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to my other camera. I did this and then I forgot to go back for like 2 minutes. I'm confused about getting into college. Question mark, question mark, period, 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 question mark.
You're not getting into college. Not with punctuation like that,
What
kiddo.
does he say?
Okay. So I'm a freshman in high school. I already have an idea of what I want to be, and I'm trying to plan ahead a little and prepare
good.
myself, which
Right
is
on.
straight out a good sentence, actually.
Sure.
Better than a lot of sentences we've had.
Mm.
I
We
want.
take things on a sentence by sentence
You know
basis.
what you said so far. What I'm translating that to is my parents are broke and can't afford to send me to college. Go ahead.
That sounds
Oh, that's sad.
legit.
I want to go into the medical field, either being a physical therapist or surgeon. Very similar.
Sounds very
It's
expensive.
weird.
You should consider a job in nursing. Continue.
Yeah, this sounds
Yeah.
like the surgeon was sort of thrown, like
Oh, so maybe
Li-
surgery.
yeah, like oh yeah, like House. I want to be like House, and then also realizing like, but also I know that I can't hang for like 8, 10, 12 years that it takes. So I'd just probably be a physical therapist because I just get my degree and get out. And
That's kind of crummy though, because then you're going to depend on clients. Physical therapy is not a good job to go into if you want to live comfortably, because you've got to hustle and for every client, unless you can get approved by like a major insurance company. But even still, like only so many people get hurt and then actually go to therapy for it. Most people just want the money.
Sure. Woo.
Consider a job in nursing.
Yeah. All right, he goes on. I'm confused about how to get degrees and what you need to do to get into medical school and how. Like, I think I have an idea about it. That sentence never finished. Can't I, like, go to a university and study something there, then go to medical school? I don't know. Help, please. Thanks.
wow. All right. I mean, he is a freshman in high school, so he can be forgiven for, or she. Was that clear? Was it he or she?
I believe it's a he.
All right. He can be forgiven for being a ninny.
Sure.
A simple Google search will
Yeah.
answer every question you have and more. Just go into pre-med and then go into
You say it
whatever.
like it's so
medical
easy.
school.
Just go
Yeah.
to pre-med. We're talking to someone who's not even a sophomore in high school.
Well, no,
Sure.
yeah, exactly. He's got plenty of time to figure it out.
Yeah.
He can search for the term pre-med in Google and go, oh, there's 8,000 schools that offer that, and figure it out from there. Like, where else would I want to live?
I'm just going to call bullshit on the entire question. I don't think that this person really wants to be a surgeon. I think that this person wants to be rich.
Sure.
Oh,
I would,
just straight
I
after
can
the
If
kind of
that's
relate
the
to
case,
this kid
you're
though.
the
I think
worst.
he's looking for guidance. He doesn't know, like when I was in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I was trying to think of
What did you
what's
say
a
that you
job?
wanted to be?
Yeah. Fire truck.
I
I wanted
thought
to be a
of
fire
what
truck.
are jobs that
Yep.
I can understand. It's like, oh, doctor, veterinarian, oh, I
Sure.
like animals. You think
Yeah.
of these typical jobs, but it's not.
You didn't say to yourself,
necessarily
"I
want
want
to
to be a YouTube celebrity."
Yeah, it's not.
That didn't.
You,
Well, might have
that-
for her.
You wouldn't think that. Oh, I can just pursue my passion and make something out of that.
What do you think
That
this guy's passion actually is?
Money.
Porn.
he
Money.
needs to-
I think
he
it's
or
money,
she needs to
honestly.
figure that
Girls.
out.
I
I
think
wasn't
it's
here for
money.
the question. I'm just going with her.
But I knew that you would
Oh,
come
that's
in
right.
and know what's up. I do
Yeah.
think it's money because the things that were thrown out were doctor and surgeon. How do I go about getting into university? Well, if someone's really passionate about, like, none of that passion came through. It just
Right.
seems like these are the two jobs that I've been told where people are going to
What do you
make a
say,
lot
like
of money.
lawyer and
These
doctor
are
or
Yeah.
something?
Just
Uh,
doctor
surgeon and physical
Yeah,
therapist.
surgeon and physical.
You know, it's like a combination of watching like the TMZ surgeons do like titties and all the Kardashians or whatever. I don't know.
Mhm.
And
Sure.
you know, whatever. I think it's just
Are you
about
trying to
money.
tell me the Kardashians have fake titties?
No, I think the titties are very real.
But the butts.
I think those
Those
are real
are
too.
implants.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's more the cheeks that are fake.
No, I don't think anything's fake on the Kardashian girls. Y'all just don't know Persian girls be banging. I went to Beverly High. I know what's up.
Yeah, that
Girls
checks
were
out.
banging,
Yeah.
banging, banging, banging.
Mhm.
Giant titties, gorgeous ass.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I read on the
Then
Yeah,
turn
that's
25.
what I read on the internet.
So
Yeah.
you don't actually know what you want. You're just trying to find some sort of security, something. Yeah, make some money. He's probably not like crazy. Like I must have a Lamborghini, and he won't, because those kind of people like I want to work on Wall Street.
I
want to
be a drug dealer.
Yeah.
That's a good
There you go.
business right there
That's-
because
oh,
people
money.
always
That.
want to buy drugs.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Drugs and is it hooking? I don't know what's a
Drugs and hooking.
What do you
What?
call it? What is the act of being a hooker?
Prostitution?
Yeah,
Hooking?
prostitution.
Sex
Good
worker?
God.
That's
we
only what they
please-
call it in the
laborers?
news.
Can we
A
please
night-
not
a
let
night laborer,
Tweety
is
drink
that-
before these things?
I think Tweety
I'm
just
okay
needs
with
a
that
little
concept.
bit more. I would like to just say this before we move on is Delia said something very interesting about finding the passion. I think that's really, really
Sure.
important. So, and I would like to say this. If your passion really is about the kind of lifestyle you'd like to live, and even if it's not, maybe start with the kind of lifestyle you want to live, and then just reverse engineer that and figure out what you want to do to live that life.
Figure the goal first.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's all about money, then I get into selling
dealer.
drugs, but
Selling
not
drugs.
illegally. Work for a pharmaceutical company.
Oh yeah.
Open a head
That's-
shop before he gets
That's
too
huge
fucking
popular.
money.
brilliant. No, that's
There's
big
great
money.
money in that,
Pharmaceuticals.
yeah.
And those guys are 10 times more evil than just street drug dealers.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
evil's
for
all
terrible
relative.
human beings.
Yeah. Or you could do that. The guys that were Matt Damon in that movie where he goes around to try and get farmers to frack.
What?
What?
Is this a porno?
No, I don't think.
Nobody knows what you're talking
There's a
about.
movie about there's a
Also, I
company.
don't think you
It's
know
a natural gas company that goes around to all the farms, and they try and get the rights to do fracking there.
I see. It sounded like you said pharmacists. So we were all
Farmers,
thinking.
I
farmers.
thought he said Ben
Well,
Affleck and
well,
Matt
well,
Damon.
well,
Just
well,
Matt
I
Damon.
thought
I
Good
said
Will
Matt
Hunting.
Damon. It's Matt
No.
Damon.
Ben
Just Matt
Affleck and Matt
Damon.
Damon are
okay.
pharmacists trying to get natural gas companies
Trying to
frack
fart on people. That's
in
right.
Do Ukraine know about
farming.
this?
Yeah, no, they don't. That's why there's a problem. That's why it's that disconnect. What the Ukraine needs is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Solve every
That's
goddamn
what
I
every
need
problem.
Ben
country
Affleck and
needs.
Matt Damon
You know,
Yeah.
they will solve your
every
problems.
morning. I like morning
They will
sex.
frack you morning, noon, and night.
You can find me on ascendinghearts.com.
Is that a fracking site?
Could be.
Where are we at?
Yeah. Is there
Time
any
for
way?
another
What's your
Maximilian has the best transitions. into the
what's your
next
what's your
question.
username on whatever website you just said? We can put it on the bottom.
It's
for you.
Maximilian. Please
Max-
put it on the bottom.
What site?
Yep.
On
Ascending
JDate?
Hearts. No, I'm not on
Ascending
JDate.
JDate.com.
What is that?
No.
I've never heard of that one.
Of JDate? Or of Sending Hearts? It's
I didn't
for
know about it either.
Christian people?
No, hell no.
That's what it sounds like.
Sounds
I
like
just
it.
want to say that right now.
Sounds
no,
like it.
it's for spiritual people. I think
Close
it's
enough.
part of the Conscious Network. It's for like meeting people that
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
have sex
it's
in the
for
morning.
meeting people that like go to
Sex.
Burning Man and like
Hey.
I don't-
artistic and
Oh, okay,
and spiritual.
artistic.
No, not artistic. Spiritual. Like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
spiritual but not artistic.
Yeah.
No artists.
Probably.
Right.
Well, I looked. It didn't look that good.
Like Pope Benedict.
Please
Pope
join
Benedict
the
is
site.
on there.
Giant
Give me
robot
some
drawings,
hope. I need
right?
some hope right now. Yeah, my friend told me about that Ascending Hearts thing when I do hang out with him, and he told me about it. He's like hitting like major leagues right now. I looked at the Ascending Hearts website and I look at all the women. The women are gorgeous. I look at the men, they're all like,
Oh.
No way. Guys that go to Burning Man look like that? No way.
well, you take away all the awesome costume and what you're left with is
Mm-hmm.
No, I think what you're saying, you take away all the drugs, and what you're left with is.
same thing,
Yeah,
costume,
yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
whatever.
You've
No,
got
they still look the
e-goggles
same
on.
way in costumes. It's just you aren't on drugs anymore.
Actually,
Oh,
this
that's what conscious network
Yeah.
means.
It's
I was going to say, this reminded me. There's this cafe that I go to quite often, and there's
Cafe
this,
de Sol.
No, I don't go there anymore. I live
Oh.
farther away. But there's this guy that's there all the time on his computer, and he'll just be on there for hours looking at profiles of, on a dating site. And I'm like, why would you go to a Starbucks to do this?
Because if at home he's not going to meet anybody, at least if he does that. This is my train of thought. If he's going to be doing the same thing at his house, right?
Uh-huh.
But like,
But here
if
there's
he's
the
at a
chance that
Starbucks-
someone goes, oh, yeah, she's cute. You
Well,
should go for
no,
her, dude.
There's the chance that he could see someone
Uh-huh.
or someone could see him.
Right.
I
and
mean,
they're
no
both
one's
on a
gonna knock on
dating
your door.
site. And
Well, I mean, they could just be getting a coffee.
I
but-
noticed that you're very desperate because you're looking at a dating site at a Starbucks.
Hours.
I
Right?
too am desperate, and I'm wondering if perhaps you would like. Hey, we already here, so we could just get coffee rather than going out for coffee.
and both look at dating sites together.
Oh, that would be magical.
I
Oh
have
my
just
God, I
hang
want to
out
have a
together.
sleepover like that where we all get together and bring our laptops and we all just like get together and we all look at dating sites and we
Okay,
show each
can-
other. Look at this guy. Do you
My
think
wife
he's
would
cute?
probably have a
You
problem
ladies
with
are
that.
probably younger than me, so can you answer this?
Sure.
Okay.
maybe.
Hey.
What is the point in dating? I don't understand.
Okay.
Like, when
What?
I would,
Is that it?
when
This
I
is gonna be
was,
good.
you know,
That's
when
not
I
a
was
good
a young
question at all.
guy,
Dating.
When I was a young guy, we went out in public, and there was no dating. We would go to Starbucks. I mean, I wouldn't go. There was no Starbucks, but we would go to
How?
Starbucks.
There was no Starbucks.
not in Lincoln, Nebraska.
There was okay,
In
not
Lincoln,
where you were.
Nebraska.
I was like, there have been
There is,
Starbucks
dude,
since before you were born.
No, there
son.
is more. This is a true fact.
Nebraska.
This is this is a true
Nebraska's
fact.
Nothing. It's a
This is a
desert.
true fact. There is more
cultural wasteland.
Starbucks in Cedar Sinai than there is in my hometown.
Good Lord.
Wow.
I'm glad you made it out of the ghetto.
Mhm.
I love my hometown, but I'm glad to be gone too.
You and
wha-
Eminem both.
Why?
Yeah,
Wha-
it's just like your mother. Like you love her, but you don't want to be inside her again.
Well, that's not true for everyone.
I would hope it's.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
that's what I read on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like you.
super true for me.
This-
Super-
this may
I
explain-
could
This
guarantee-
conversation
You're on the
took
wrong
off very
websites.
quickly.
So wait a minute.
What was your
What was the question?
Okay, so
I don't think it
why
ever came out.
why dating sites?
Why?
Why
Use
not?
technology.
Because there's a higher
Get closer.
Why not
chance
just go to a
find
park?
people, where before you had
I
to go
don't
to
know, a
bars
park.
and you're limited with the amount of people that you have. You know, you go to a bar, it's like there's 10 guys there.
Mhm.
And you go to a website, there's hundreds of guys there.
But what if they're doing this thing
What is that thing?
where they
Selfie?
look?
Oh, the selfie thing?
No, but like where they're up here and then
Oh.
you meet them and they're like 800 pounds.
I thought he was doing the.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me
the
tell you what I do
Breakfast
about
Club
that.
thing,
You know what
where
I do
Judd
about
Nelson's
that?
just like,
Skype.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is something that my friend came up with, and this is the deal. When you talk, or when I talk to someone on a dating site, there's going to be one interaction. They're going to say something to me, and I'm going to say, let's Skype, if I like their profile. They say something to me, I'm going to look at the profile, and then I say, let's Skype. I'm going to find out immediately if the person I'm talking to is the beautiful guy that I see on the picture, or
or if
an
he's
old,
bald, photoshopped.
or an old lonely lesbian who just wants to talk to me.
I'm a fan of old lonely lesbians.
Yeah,
Those
It
are my people.
happens. I mean,
that's a great solution to that problem.
Skype immediately.
But why not? I just
But
don't.
I'm a Google girl, so I'm gonna do a Google Hangout. But that's the deal. And my friend who had my friend's had great success. That's his rule. He passed it down to me. He's like, listen, he's like, you should do the dating thing. And I was like, oh, I know, but there's so many catfish, so many people pretending to be people they're not, you know. And he says, look, all you gotta do is when someone contacts you and says I like you, they send you a little message or whatever. Just immediately, the first thing you say is let's Skype. That's what he does. I like to hang out, and then you can see immediately what you're dealing with.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Mhm. And as far as
Still doesn't answer my question. but
Okay, your
Well, here's
question was
the-
why a dating site?
instead of real people.
no, the answer to the
Like,
How
question.
I- now-
I have an answer for you, Tweet.
Okay.
This is my answer, and we can
Don't
just,
be born in
Nope.
1980.
It just goes like
In
this.
Nebraska.
Real people, right?
Mhm.
In this situation, or just all of YouTube, right? Where we all have been. How many people in this room do I want to fuck? That are available, not in a relationship, and also want to fuck me.
In this room?
Don't answer.
Or in this
But what I'm saying is that this is the reason why dating sites are good, because you can filter out without embarrassing
Mhm.
people that aren't available or that don't fucking like you.
Or are purple.
What you saying?
What?
I'm saying you can
He
filter
ends
out
with
the
purple.
Are you
purple
saying
people.
that you wouldn't have sex with her because she
I didn't
is
say
purple?
No,
has
she
other
has purple
reasons.
hair. She's not a purple person. You don't want to go out with someone I purple. I can't even say that fucking thing.
Are you
Purple
being,
people. I feel
like I'm
are you
being
trying to be
discriminated
racist?
again.
Failing
Yes,
with it?
I was.
Because
Yes,
it's
he's a
not my
terrible
race,
human
it's my
being.
hair. That's bigotry, right?
I wasn't
It is
saying your
straight
hair.
up
It was the
bigotry.
first color
You
I
are
saw.
a terrible human being.
yeah.
Buy me a cheeseburger, and I'll forget about the whole thing.
Beer.
More beer.
Beer is way better than
Go
a
get some.
cheeseburger.
Yeah, here's an interesting thing is that economically, in the 50s, the situation was you got married partially for love, but also economically because
financial stability.
Right.
yeah, because one person goes out and makes money, the other person stays home and does all of the domestic things, which which is just as much work as going out to work. It's a division of labor. Just like, a factory, you've got one person, doing the pins and one person doing the screws. And because both of them are doing the separate jobs, they get more done than if one person had to do all of the things and the other person has to do all of the things. You split that division of labor. Now we live in a world where there is more prosperity, so it is not necessary for one person to do all the housework and one person to do all of the away work. Now 2 people can do that, but because of that, both people now, the reasons why you get together aren't for the division of labor, but it's you find people who share interests with you. So in your downtime, you're doing things together. And that is more important for a relationship than it used to be. And with dating sites, you can match up those likes
Priorities.
easier than you can going to a bar and figuring out like,
He's
oh,
so
you
right.
also like reading these specific types of books.
Can I say
You
this
also.
too? This is really awesome. What he just said is so on the nose. There's this one dating site recently where I like filled out a profile and the questions were like really specific. Like, do you like anal? Yes or no?
All right.
Do you like, sex in the morning? Yes. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Because, and it goes into all these
Sure.
personal things. It's not all sex related questions, but these are things that are really important in a relationship. Do you like to have sex in the morning, or do you just want the person to leave you the fuck alone? I like sex in the morning. So, like, I don't want to take my time getting to know a guy that, like, is grumpy and fuck you. I wake up in the morning, I'm in a good mood. I want to give blowjobs. I want to make breakfast.
Her profile is.
Hold on, I'm going to say this. If one of the questions is for a dude, do you like blowjobs in the morning?
Well, what is no?
I mean,
obviously.
come on. That's like 100% of dudes.
Yeah,
That's
that
But
is not a
it
good
is.
site.
That
That's not
wasn't the
helpful.
question. The question was morning sex, yes or no.
Right.
It
But do
wasn't.
you find that
That's a chick question.
I
That's
mean,
not a
what-
dude. They're not asking that question.
Right.
No,
I don't know
it
if you've
is.
noticed.
It
I'm
is.
actually not a dude.
But it
She is not a dude.
I'm
It's a
just
So-
question- but
pointing
it's a
out.
question for men and women. The questions go for everybody. Do you like?
they go both ways?
Because some of my guy friends, they don't like that's a complaint for them.
They don't like morning sex?
But
They don't like.
that's exactly why they're my friends and not someone I'm.
Well,
Are they?
Because some people are grumpy. They want to sleep. They don't, they want to wake up and they're I don't know. I just
bladder's
want to do
full? Whatever.
All of this, some other people they wake up and
They
they're
gotta
feeling
go. They gotta
amorous,
eat some
want-
cereal. Who knows?
they wanna
Whatever.
Cuddle, all these things. And what
Whoa,
he's
whoa!
saying
Is there a
totally
cuddling
no.
in the morning question on there? 'Cause that's
But
that's off.
you don't like to cuddle. in the morning?
Kidding.
You-
Just kidding.
You're a
But
morning
do you
cuddler, I can
find with
tell.
like a site like that where there are that many questions that sometimes people are just like, I just want to get through all these questions.
Yeah,
they
but
just
you know
hit
what?
the same
Those
thing.
those are the profiles that I don't respond to.
But how can
because
you tell?
I can tell you how you can tell when someone's profile shows up, it'll say like, they haven't filled out this part. Some people just
Oh, you
put
can just skip.
my I live in LA and they don't put anything else.
Okay,
It's just their name and
okay.
picture. It's like not interested.
Gotcha. Okay.
But then other ones it'll say like you have a 79% compatibility with so and so.
Probably a third-party thing, but there was something going around like the viral Facebook area where it was like your most compatible friend on Facebook
Oh, yeah.
is.
It was
Oh.
MTV.
I didn't
It
know
was
that.
MTV Asia.
Oh, it was MTV. You're right.
Asia,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I took it, and it hooked me up with my. Like you basically all you do is you push a button, and then it does an
Cycles through your
algorithm,
friends and
it goes
whoever.
through-
Yeah, it's
it
just who
matches
you
likes
talk to
and
most or
stuff.
whatever.
And like
But
places
got
you
Shan.
can
I
log
see
in.
that.
A friend of mine from high school
Yeah.
that is now she's not watching. Now an ex crackhead.
Oh,
What does that
Become an
say about
I
Exactly.
know.
you?
So I was like, is that my?
That's on you.
my thing.
That's on you.
Well, you
I-
did
yes.
you
Dang.
you
Do you
did like
talk
the
to her a
crack
lot?
page,
A lot?
so
I
that's a
mean,
thing.
I might do
I
this.
do
I'm
like
curious.
chocolate milk for lunch. I
Mhm.
do.
You drink milk?
No, that's what. Never mind. It's a crackhead joke. Anybody that's ever done meth knows that chocolate milk is a meal. Am I right? No? Nobody? All right. I'm going to go have
No idea.
I just love tweeting.
Sayonara.
more and more. I thought chocolate milk was
Uh,
a euphemism for something totally different than lunch.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, I didn't know what that would be.
That sounds disgusting now that you've said
Well,
that.
he said it was. He said if you're a crackhead,
Both?
you know.
Thanks, Tweety.
What?
Thanks for checking in.
Oh my god.
Picture of that. Yeah, I'm just squatting down doing some gangster stuff. Oh, camera, you're so slow. Oh, and there's
Whenever
light
somebody
blowing
squats
out.
down, I always figure that they're taking the photograph from prison.
Oh,
yeah,
damn it.
'Cause-
It's too bright. I can't see
yeah,
anything.
you know why they're squatting down?
Because
So
of
you
pooping?
can't see the prison behind. There's always
Ah.
when you squat down and you take the picture low, you can't see like what's behind you.
Yeah,
So if someone's sending
right.
you a picture from like, from prison,
Oh, okay.
they're squatting down. I got some pictures like that. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, can't you do this too? And then
Can't
use
You
that?
don't.
Oh,
You're not allowed to have a phone in jail.
Ah.
first
All right,
of all.
Yeah.
here we go.
I
Here's
start doing
here,
iPhone.
here's the flip side.
Start popping that out of their butthole and then just taking pictures. From
There's
there.
more than one
Hang on.
butthole.
Matthias
What-
Max.
what?
What?
You didn't know that? It's like mailboxes in Facebook. There's an extra butthole you don't know.
Yeah, the other
Wow.
other butt.
I have not explored my body enough to find my second butthole.
What are you
failed
waiting
that.
for, Hanukkah?
I know, man. I want. God, it's not fair. She did
So wait, here is the one guy that we were talking about. Matthias Max in the chat room says, "For me, morning sex is no. My girlfriend,
All right.
my girlfriend torture me. I sleep." and my breath sucks. I understand the breath
I don't
thing.
care about your breath in the morning.
Yeah.
What I want, no. You know what? If
Mints,
no, there's a better solution to the breath problem.
whiskey,
Lower.
lower than whiskey.
All right, so Tweety,
rum?
do you have sex every morning? Every morning. I mean, if you're so dead set, I'm like, of course, it must be morning sex always, then why aren't you having sex every morning?
Well, who would ask you? Just do it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but this guy, he's like, no, not
Right.
today, not ever.
Right, and that's fine.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
I mean,
It
no.
sucks.
Well, no, no.
It
For
sucks
somebody
a
else.
soft bag of dicks.
For somebody else, not for you.
Anything. He put no in capitals. I peeked.
Matthias, does that also count blowjobs? Are you cool with that in the morning?
I just want to say this right now. That's a deal breaker for me. There are certain things that have to be in place. If I'm in a relationship,
Sure.
I need to have sex in the morning, and it's got to be the last thing I do before I fucking fall asleep. And if you can make
And
some
before
time for me,
lunch,
if you
after
can make
dinner.
some time during the day, I'll come to your office.
Three
I
times
do not
a day.
care.
you're going?
Just you know why? Because if I'm in a relationship, then I'm feeling amorous and I'm thinking about you all the time, and I just want to express.
Do you wait a minute? Do you have?
Are you?
Do you have? I tend to have like shorter relationships because that sort of thing usually burns out after.
No,
like,
no.
Yeah.
My relationships are usually long. Typically, like the shortest
5-6 weeks. You know.
Yeah,
no,
like
no.
that's long, right, for people. I mean,
3 to 5 years.
Okay. All right.
and you maintain that level like all the way through.
All the way through.
Eh.
Because that's a requirement.
Well, and see, there's a thing that's not going to show up on a dating
Questions on
profile
the
because
dating
every guy is
profile.
going to say, "Yeah, I want sex all the time," and then 2 years in, most men would be like, "Okay, can we just like slow the fuck down?"
No,
we're
no
gonna-
one's going to say that to me.
They're not going to say that, but they're going to be thinking it.
Then they're going to get
Dumped.
evicted.
Well, that's where the 3 years comes in.
She will give them a single rose and they'll go away. No, wait, the single rose is good.
I-
Snuff his torch.
Whoa.
It's not a euphemism.
Whoa, that
Snuff
sounds.
his torch.
It's from Survivor. They put out the torch, and then they have to leave the island.
That's fucked up.
Sleep and dream. Dream
he
another
doesn't even
girl.
want a blowjob.
Wow. That's
You
That's
suck.
sad, man.
I'm
You
trying to
gotta
think of like
get
the
it
worst
ready.
situation
It's-
I've ever been in, and
Was
if I
he,
would
like-
stop whatever I'm doing in that moment for a blowjob.
Of
Was he,
course.
Like,
Oh,
traumatized
I thought
in
you
the
were talking about the
morning?
worst
I feel like
sexual
there's some
relation
cycle-
thing you were-
There's
Guy has a
something
girlfriend.
deeper.
It's-
There's
Somebody just
something
got, like,
deeper.
hey,
Guy
hey,
likes
bro,
sleep,
I got
man.
cancer. Hold on, I'm
He's the
getting
type of
one.
guy I'm talking about. See,
But
I-
after you're
so glad
finished
you
the
said that.
sleeping,
Hmm.
there's a point where you're done sleeping.
Be asleep and get a blow. Like,
You can.
I would
don't
say that'd be
understand.
the best way to wake up would be like to wake up to a blowjob.
and guys have what? They have wet dreams anyways. Like,
well, not
it could
when you're
be.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
But I
that
mean,
doesn't.
you could still. It could still happen while you're sleeping.
Sure, it could, I guess.
So
Tweety,
why
are
do
you
you
okay
have
over
to wake
there?
up?
No, I'm burping.
You're
I'm
dying?
burping.
Let's call attention to it.
Just chugged a beer. I'm burping. That's what I'm
Yeah.
I thought you were contemplating a blowjob.
Yeah, I
in
was
the
like,
morning.
hmm.
Whoa.
Blowjob.
What would I have to do to deny a blowjob?
I mean, who does that?
Short of death.
Even if you're dying, you still.
Oh yeah,
want it.
seriously. Like if I'm like,
Put it in your mouth, babe.
yeah,
I'm not
burning,
I'm
I'm on
not
fire.
for this world.
Yeah, like I could be burning to death, and I was to be like, hey, just one last blowjob. Like,
It'll be the only part of you that's not crispy. Because it was in somebody's mouth.
right.
But
I've
also,
always
that
thought
is a
this.
remarkable level of commitment to continue giving a blowjob
Yeah.
while somebody's on fire.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
that's good. That's
Here's my
strong.
thing about people that die in house fires.
Yeah.
Why didn't you
He has
just
a
go into it?
thing.
Yes, I
He
do. I
has
think
a
about this a
thing.
lot. I think about this a lot.
Generally, they're already asleep, and then the smoke
And then
just.
they wake up. Why don't you
Nope,
run into
they
the
don't wake up because the smoke
No,
just
most
takes
of them
them
wake
out.
up
That's the
because
way
they
to go.
find them like climbing the door. Not to bring it down a notch. But they do.
This got real sad real quick.
Yeah. So why don't you jump into a shower?
I'm gonna need a morning BJ
and turn
right
on the
now.
water.
Because you're.
Because then you'll get boiled to
What do you-
death.
Right?
You're
I mean-
supposed to
You
burn.
gotta get out the smoke.
Turn on-
I'm gonna
Suffocating.
crawl
Cold
inside
water.
the.
You'll add steam
No,
to the
no.
smoke
will kill
and
you.
Why don't you just crawl inside the freezer? Ice beats fire, right?
Even if that were a thing that were possible, I'm pretty sure that if you're woken up at 2 a.m, everything is on fire. You're
thing
not
I'm doing-
thinking clearly. You're must get away from fire, and you run away from fire, which is sure a door or wherever you
Window.
try and go
Probably
to.
wherever
You end up
water is.
thinking. That is.
I mean,
No, I don't
right?
even think you're even
Like,
thinking that far.
Sweetie, you're one of the people that I don't ever want to be stranded on an island with.
Oh, dude, I can fix so much shit you don't even know. I can build a house.
But can you help us escape from the house when it's on fire?
Probably not.
He'll be
No,
in
but
the
I can
shower.
build the house that catches on
Can
fire.
you catch
Suffocating
fish?
from the steam
Here's
and
the thing.
smoke.
I'm great
Can
to
you
be
catch us
no.
food?
I'm great. Yes, I'm great to be on an island with. If you get stranded on an island,
What
I'm
Do you
Horrible.
like
horrible.
morning
Feels
sex?
like, huh?
This is what's really important.
What's the
Sex
question?
in the morning, yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Wait, I said yes. yes.
He's
Yeah, this
confused.
is the
No,
problem.
but here's
between
what
you.
here's what I am. When that island gets
Gross.
firebombed, worst guy to be with. But when you're stranded on an island, you need a house built and fish caught. I'm your
What?
guy.
What if
I
you're
like
on
it.
Snake
Oh,
Island?
fish
What
caught.
would you do?
I was like,
Is Snake
On
Island
what?
full of snakes?
What if you're on
It's in
Monkey
Brazil.
Island?
Oh,
And it's
snake?
full of snakes.
No,
It's like
I'm not. I'm the
every-
worst. Snakes and bees. You don't want me around
Every
that.
meter is like 1 to 5 snakes.
Yeah,
like
what the
square
fuck?
meter. Yeah.
I'm not going there. You know what? We should go to Cat
What's your
Island.
That's my
survival
own
method
personal
there?
hell right there. That's what
Yeah,
you just
die
described.
is
Yeah.
my survival
Yeah.
method.
You just
Um,
described to me a place where there's lots of food.
Lots
It's,
of poisonous food, lots
Well,
of dangerous
Not
food.
necessarily poison. She didn't say they're poisonous snakes.
They are
Weird.
actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
word?
right.
It's,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Why would they be
Is
Real
this
poisonous?
near
sad,
like
real
New
fast.
Zealand? Is that what
I
it is?
forget the. It's Brazil.
Oh, it's Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on an
It's
island
actually
full of
close to the
snakes,
public, but-
they're going to be poisonous.
Why?
It's crazy.
Because there's so many snakes. So
Right.
if you're
Most
the
snakes aren't
if you're the
poisonous.
asshole snake that doesn't have any poison, then this Joe over here is poisoning the shit out of all the prey, and you get nothing. So you gotta bring up. You
No,
gotta bring
chances
your
are,
A
if you're on
game.
an
Are
island
there
full of
any
snakes, there's
vegetarian
nothing but
snakes?
Go poison.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Garden
Bull
snakes?
snakes?
Yeah, because they
Garden
don't.
snakes?
Are they?
Well, no, even
No,
them
'cause they
they'll
eat
probably eat
bugs.
like
Maybe.
The vegan
Lame.
snake. You've all heard of the vegan snake, right? It's mainly around.
It's a
San
penis.
Francisco.
You can't fool me.
Yeah. That's
No,
true.
penises are made
no,
of meat.
It still has
Yep.
some meat.
No, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
vegan. It doesn't eat other meat. Idiot.
Gotcha. I see.
That's a good-
I think gay penises would count as.
The
Um,
gay
Any
penises?
penis
I would say
is a
an
vegan
asshole has
snake.
just as much meat as a vagina.
What? It depends on whose vagina it is.
That's true. Some vaginas are really big and less, more airy than others, I guess.
So it's the halfway point.
Weird.
You're
That's a
welcome to
weird
stick
way.
around for the next hour or so and hang out with us, or if you want to slip away, you can do that at this
Is
point.
that a really nice way of saying get the fuck?
No,
No, literally.
I mean,
last time Dolly
I literally
said-
when Kat said you were coming, it was like 30 minutes to an hour, and I was like, they could stay the whole time, but I didn't. We
I'd
never
like to
confirmed that, so
stay,
you can
unless
stay.
that's your way of telling
Okay.
me.
No, stay.
Well, then we'll leave your torch lit.
It's really awkward to talk about
Let
morning
me,
sex with
make a
just
phone call
Chan.
and get a restroom break.
Go, run, go,
Yeah.
come back. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right
I'm
back.
going
Me and
to-
Chan just sit here and talk about morning sex.
'Cause I just
And it
chugged
gets
that beer,
awkward.
It's
so
it's really a
I
lot
came
of
for a little
What?
20.
seriously.
I love it. I'm going to.
Take
wet
take
my
a quick
whistle.
break.
Wet your whistle? Does that mean
Okay.
I'm
use
gonna
the
go check
restroom?
my Ascending Hearts
Hey.
profile and see if I've gotten any.
Is that really a thing?
I haven't
Ascending
signed up
Hearts.com?
yet.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen like for farmers only?
I saw that.
What?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
actually, I think I did
Yeah,
see
it's
that.
I saw
nuts,
that.
dude.
It's
I
not
haven't
good
looked at
because
it.
I'm not a farmer. It sucks.
Yeah, you wouldn't. They
You
probably.
have to be a farmer.
Well,
Well, yeah.
I looked at it because I was, desperate.
There
There's no
are
farmers out
there
here.
are enough dating sites for every last person in the world. There are dating sites for people who do things at the YouTube space and have purple hair. There's a dating website specifically for that. The URL is fucking long, so you're probably not going to remember it. But I mean,
So, like, here's the question: what's the dating site you don't do? So, where's the one where you go like I assume for Chan, it's farmersonly.com. That's the one where he's like, you know what?
I
I'm
can't
not,
get enough of farmers.
I'm not fucking a farmer.
Oh no, okay, no, I don't. Yeah,
I like to produce, so farmers.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
love
sense.
vegetables. So, what's the thing? What do you do?
Oh, what is my
what's
dating
your,
website?
What's the one you don't do?
The ones, there's-
What's your racism?
well, no, there's so many specific ones like ChristianMingle.com. I'm not going to
Not
go
gonna do
there.
that. I'm not gonna do
JDate.com. Yeah,
Not gonna do
not
it.
because I have anything against Jewish people, but
For me, it's because I have
specifically
things against Jewish people.
right because you're a racist.
Right.
But for the rest of us, it's the whole point is like find your specific thing and then go do that or go where people like your thing.
Right.
I don't know if there's a website for people who are
Is there a
into
fad for- is there-
chubby
is there a
Asian
website
dudes,
for,
but
like, chubby white dudes? Is there like a chubby white dude?
I think that's pretty much every
JJ.
every.
There's
website.
probably
But
chubbychaser.com. That's
But I'm not
male
that. I'm not
slanted.
like I'm not so chubby that I'm a chubby chaser. I'm not like
No, you're a chubby chased.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Chubby chasers
I'm not that
chase
fat.
you.
I'm no chubbier than you are. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, and I call myself chubby. That makes you chubby.
I'm chubby, but I'm not like
Mm-hmm.
no. But see, like there's like a thing where it's like chubby chasers, like where the term came from, is men that like
Where's the
chubby
Right.
chicks. And those chubby chicks are not my size. They're twice of me. They're two of me. That's what a chubby. That's where the chubby chaser thing comes from.
Yeah.
It's a polite way of saying fat chicks, and I'm not fat
Or a chick.
or a chick.
While we're
I
on
would
this
argue both of those.
pseudo break, you can, if you're watching this in the realm of the archives, you can hit us up at SamProof on Twitter at 999 RPMs, and I am Tweety.
No, I'm Tweety.
I am the letter M.
The
Tweety.
letter I, the letter M, Tweety.
Tweety. Or
don't you say
at
M
AFAF
Tweety?
Show.
M Tweety. I am TWEEDY.
You can also find us on AskingForAFriendShow.com.
I broke 100 followers.
One at a time.
I
or
totally moved your mic
collectively?
while you said that, which is perfect.
That was I broke 100 followers for the first time ever on
Did
Twitter.
you like break them down mentally?
No, I
or
made some
just
really. I
like-
had some really. I had a nice,
Nice.
really good tweets there for a minute.
Sweet.
That were really positive, really funny, really. They were really good tweets
Yeah,
and really
good.
strong
Good,
tweets.
yeah.
And I attracted several followers.
very good.
One of those followers is
Yeah.
a gentleman named Jordan Westerkamp,
Uh-huh.
who is the star wide receiver for
Yeah.
the Nebraska Cornhuskers, who now follows me.
Hey,
And I make funny jokes like, "Look at me, I'm Jordan Westerkamp, and I followed Ryan Tweedy." And then he's like, "I like that." At jordanwesty.com.
Apparently, it's pretty easy to get wide receivers for Nebraska Cornhuskers to follow you.
No, I'm really no.
I had
I'm
Amy
really solid
Poehler
tweets.
retweet one of my tweets.
Amy
Oh,
Poehler.
Snap.
I put her in a tweet. It was one of those midnight show hashtag war things, and I
Oh.
made some. Oh, it was a polar vortex pun.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
and yeah.
Did she
yeah.
follow you?
I don't think
No,
so.
because then you can direct message her, and she doesn't give a fuck what you think.
Well, I've already got her profile on whatever the fuck that joke was. So, angelic.
You
What
just-
is it?
Wow,
I don't
you
even
know.
know.
Angelic dating.
No, I keep wanting to say Ascension Date, which
Do
is people who play
you
the
like
card
the
game
card game
Ascension.
Ascension? Let's fucking make that.
There need to be a specific
make
dating
that.
site, just like
There's-
Dominion.
There's a
dating.com.
dating site that just came out for people who use the website Imager, which is basically a subsite of Reddit, which they
Sure.
will hate if they're watching this. They're like, no, we're not. We're our own community. But it started as a place where
Wait,
Redditors...
is that the IMGUR
Yeah,
thing?
mhm.
Yeah.
It's-
Fuck
it's a-
that site,
NewScientist.com has its own dating website, which
Yeah.
is pretty great.
dude.
Unfortunately,
People,
Oh, I knew about that.
they're
yeah.
all scientists in the UK, so
Right.
people that
Whatever.
like Star. What's the Neil-
Star
Jones?
80?
Jones?
the
Star
Neil-
Jones?
Neil deGrasse Tyson podcast.
Star Talk.
Yeah, there's the StarTalkLovers.com, and you can anybody that likes that podcast, you can go on and you basically just sign up and you bone each other.
So what we're saying is there will be an AFAF dating site
Yeah.
soon enough.
If you want to date one of the
Um,
three of us, just email
based on our...
samproof.com.
Odds, no,
yeah.
email me because these two are in relationships.
I was
you
going
know
to
what?
say, based on our
Yeah.
community,
Sort of in a
Matthias
relationship.
and Flavina will be dating shortly. They're the one of each in our chat room.
One
Male-
of each.
We got one of each. So-
Weird.
I'm sort of in a relationship. Can I explain this to you guys?
What? You are the most in a relationship.
You're married.
No, you're married. That
He's
doesn't
been- how long have you been together?
7 years.
3 years.
Right, but legally you are bound to your woman, whereas he is not. So
Yeah. Yeah, we have puppies. You have a kid. So
there's also that. Yeah.
All right.
You should probably not.
Where were you
should
going in
probably
the
not
original?
make facilitating statements like that in
Yeah.
a place where your wife can hear you.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
she doesn't watch this piece.
I'm-
Hell,
Me and Irene are in an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
In other
you
words,
are not.
Yes,
Are
I am.
you?
Yeah,
Trying
we
to have
are.
sex with
Well,
me?
then why don't you get
I-
on some of that? I mean, what?
Wow, dude, I have banged so many girls this week.
Really?
So many.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him and figure out for yourself if it's true.
Okay,
People who are
gonna
listening to
tell you
this
this.
as a podcast who cannot see
I'm gonna
Tweety,
say this. I'm
look
gonna
at
say
him
this. I'm
and
gonna say
figure out
this.
whether or not that's
I'm gonna
true.
go home and talk to Irina, and I'm gonna say, hey, Irina, is it cool if for a week I just bone chicks so I can prove to Chan that I can bone more chicks in a week than he has in his entire
And she's
fucking
like,
life?
"Do you know
What the
do-
KGB is?
Do you know what? Yeah, what Vladimir Putin's doing to those people right now? I will do that to you if you try and have sex with other women.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
That's 100%
I'm scared to
accurate.
death of my fiance. That's the only reason we're together. Is pure fear.
Yeah.
Quit kicking
That
my
makes
mic
sense.
away from my face.
I will kick everything.
No, your mom, your fucking mother.
Your what? That doesn't. Your mother what? Yeah, I'm trying to talk. Everybody's bailed on me. This is not a podcast. I don't care about the audience. If I cared about the audience, I would be. Am I on any dating sites? I am on OkCupid, but only by default. Like, because it used to be a site where you just take quizzes, and I was just taking quizzes, and then it became a dating site. Like, oh, I guess I'm on a dating site now.
Really?
But-
You got tricked into a dating site?
No, not tricked. It just I got grandfathered in. I was on
it
a
was
thing
really
that
not a
became
dating site when it started?
Yeah. I mean, that may have been their intent at the beginning, but all it was just quizzes.
Yeah, it's weird.
And this was.
Get
I
on a
have
mic
not
if you're going to
chatted
do that.
with
And also
anybody.
say you're ready to. No, don't
Man,
get on
can
that.
we do a Webster's where we just try to get Chan a girlfriend?
Maybe.
Called Date Chan.
Yeah.
That would be.
It's funnier than
That would
this.
be amazing.
Why didn't you have that idea when we were trying to come up with sketch ideas earlier?
It's not a sketch. This is real life.
What, you want to date me?
Sometimes the funniest sketches are. Oh, what?
Have her. We'll
Thank
we'll
you.
interview her guys
Mm.
and
thank
interview
you.
Oh, these are rice.
girls. Ooh, we're
Yeah.
onto something.
thought these were
guys,
gonna be
gals.
peanuts.
Woo!
Okay, so
Oh,
what
no,
about
thank you.
this?
I'm super.
What, you think my hands aren't clean?
No, that's nothing to do with
I
it.
watched them.
You can.
twice,
I'll
that's
lick your
real.
hands and you can eat the M&Ms. I don't. That's not your hands. It's the problem.
What?
Partly cloudy right now. 59 degrees.
You don't like
So, yeah.
M&Ms?
Oh, I thought
No, I
that was
just
some
want an
weird
M&M. I'm
euphemism.
drinking beer.
I was like, what?
Chocolates
Partly-
and beer don't
what,
go together.
Are we talking about?
So many fucking rules.
It is.
There's one.
M&M's and beer don't go together.
It's not. That's not the rule. The rule
Oh,
is
hey.
chocolate.
Could I
beer.
get some of that? Thanks.
Is there whiskey? in it?
What? Magic
There you
water
go.
coming from the sky.
I have the
Thank you. I
labels.
wish
In
it
this
Fireball.
59 degrees weather.
Oh, God,
Fireball.
Fireball?
my
Oh,
God.
it's disgusting.
That's
Turn the
football
label
season.
around.
Whiskey.
What?
I ain't giving
Drink
these
whiskey.
guys.
Don't flavor
promotion
it with
number one.
anything.
It's not flavor. I promise you.
It's cinnamon whiskey.
Pay me.
you come
right?
to Nebraska with me. I'll
No.
fucking-
It's Goldschlager, basically.
I promise you. You
By
can
the-
It's drinks for little girls.
No, it's not, dude. I will
which is
take
fine
you.
if you're a little girl.
He is the worst with labels.
I'm
Um,
sorry, I'm not a YouTuber.
Don't you see my shirt is turned backwards?
I thought you were
My
gonna read
rap-
it.
Don't you see my shirt?
My rapper friends, they always take the labels off their water because people are always taking pictures of them and they're like, Evian ain't paying me.
Mmm. Burn.
My
Burn,
rap,
Avion.
my rapper
Burn.
friends are always like, they're not. I don't have any. I don't have any.
They don't exist.
I have one rapper
1,
friend.
2,
I have one.
3 until
have
the
one.
4. What?
I have one rapper friend, and he's in Nebraska.
That's the
So
sound
much
of the
drama
person.
in the ALBC. It's kind of hot being what?
Wait a minute, you have a rapper friend in Nebraska?
Yeah, he's actually really talented. If you like political rap, he's very talented.
Says the guy with no rapper friends.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get into it,
Suspect.
but I mean, if we're comparing him to Lil Wayne, he's the greatest. Lil Wayne sucks.
What?
Football and alcohol. What?
First of all,
And so does Drake. Let's just in getting
I'm
Here's the
going.
thing, yeah.
Lil Wayne and Drake are like the worst. They're
Before-
like,
you know what? I
before-
thought that there was a possibility that
Um,
you and I might have sex some morning, and that's
Oh.
not happening now.
That just got
if
burned.
you like,
Were you
if like
watching
Drake,
the podcast
if
while
you
were
like
gone?
Drake-
No, I'm just
if
kidding.
you like Drake, there's no way.
You missed the part where we discussed Tweety's relationship with his
I
woman,
don't know what that
which
means.
is
mean?
stark
Put that
terror.
bottle in your face.
Stark terror.
What?
So
I
there's
need
no.
to put a bottle
The
in
reason
my
why he
face
would
I think
have
she
sex
wants
with
you closer
is
to the
because
mic.
if
It
you
wasn't a
did-
real
Hi,
offer.
guys.
I
Like
know,
that.
I understand that.
But I'm
But-
just gonna
Hi,
tell you.
guys.
You're just like, I know it wasn't a real offer, but I'm gonna tell you anyway why Tweety wouldn't have sex with you. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Because his girlfriend would break him in half, like literally, not like
What
a
a
metaphor.
buzzkill! Can
Is
I
she
have my
take
little
him
fantasies?
and snap his spine.
You know, you can't let me have my
You would
my,
hear him
my little
screaming
joke.
Is she
as
super
he
buff?
was-
Is that it?
as
Like,
his
She's
body
Russian.
were torn
She's
apart,
Russian, that's what it
ah.
is.
like drawn and quartering,
But
where
let's
they would
move
tie
past this.
each arm and
Oh, he's
leg
saying-
to a
Let's
Let's
horse.
move
Feels
past this
awkward. I
and go
like
back
this.
to the whole. It's
Yank.
actually because of
Back
the
to the
Drake
whole.
thing.
Why don't we just move on to a
It's-
new question?
No, I want to talk about this Drake thing.
Drake.
Here's the other thing that you
Drake
don't know about
sucks.
Tweety is Tweety is a troll.
So-
So before you get
Wait.
angry, realize that he is just he's figured out where your pressure points are, and he's poking them
Tweety
just to be
didn't
a
say
jerk.
anything.
hang on,
You're the
let's-
one that
Yeah.
busted up.
Yeah, if anything, Chan's
Let's
the
do
fucking.
this right. Let's give Tweety his moment on the podium talking about Drake.
Ooh, here you
Okay,
go,
let me
guys.
talk about Drake.
Let's hear what you got.
Drake wrote a song, and it's called. Oh fuck! If I could just only remember, it's all me, right? It's about like how nobody helped him but him. Bullshit.
Because you got that fucking promotion at CVS. We all saw the video.
Yeah.
Somebody helped you. They could have given it to any one of those other guys.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but Drake.
Are you saying he was
sucks.
working at CVS as well, like a clerk or something, and he got promoted?
Well,
Yeah.
it's in
To,
the
like,
video.
assistant
Music
manager?
video.
Have you ever?
Oh, I
have you
see.
ever? Okay. Did you guys ever listen to Kanye before Kanye was famous?
I still don't listen to.
Yeah,
Kanye.
I don't.
Back
I
when
don't
it was
get
just
it now.
Kanye.
Here's my thing about Kanye. Kanye sucks now. 7 years ago, when Kanye was still in Chicago, go look him up on like deaf poetry and shit like that with who the fuck is the dude that runs that shit?
Russell Simmons?
Russell Simmons and Mos Def. Back then, Kanye was a true lyricist, and he's everything that's good about rap. Now you have Drake and Lil Wayne literally talking gibberish.
Is
I
this
tell
how
you,
you talk to
gibberish.
people at church when they get the Holy Spirit and like,
Gibberish. Gibberish.
Like, gibberish, lady.
Yeah.
Talk in
Gibberish.
tongues.
Tweety's going to go home and
Handling
handle
snakes.
Gibberish.
Gibberish. He's gonna go home and have to sleep on the couch.
Or handle his own snake.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm done.
Great.
As long as there's not any gibberish. As long as there's no more gibberish.
I'm gonna speak in limericks henceforward.
There once was a man from Nantucket who had a dick so long he could suck it.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
That's a limerick.
No,
Is he
it
on
isn't.
Ascending
That's the
Hearts?
first two lines of a limerick. Let's hear the last three.
So he wiped his chin with a grinny grin and said, if my dick was longer, I'd fuck it.
There once was a man from Nepal who was lazily fucking this gal. Says she, you're a sluggard. Says he, you be buggered. I like to fuck slowly and shall.
That was better than mine.
Whoa.
That was a better limerick. I just got limerick school.
Yeah.
I just got limerick
Burn,
school.
You got school. You didn't know about Maximilian, y'all. That's how we roll.
Okay, I really do love those things. This is my, I guess it's not really a secret if I share it with all of you, but a long time ago, like way back when limericks were like the everyday type thing, there was like this newspaper and it was going on and it was all like dirty stories and like, secret journals and, like people away at boarding school and girls at boarding school and what they used to do when the lights went out and all this stuff. Anyway, it's like really old. It's like 16th century smut. And some really brilliant editor it used to come out in like a little newspaper. This is no bullshit. This is like, it's really old. Some brilliant editor came upon this and put it all together in a book called The Pearl. And that limerick is from that book. And it's got hundreds of limericks.
I thought you wrote it. I was really impressed.
You
I was
should
impressed
still
with
be
your
impressed
limerick
because I
skills.
fucking remembered it. I can do some Shel Silverstein too. Don't sleep. Ascending Hearts.
Maximilian. Sending hearts.
Oh, man. Your profile's going to be blowing up tonight, girl. Watch out.
At least 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and like that's half of the people on Ascending Hearts too. Half of the people on Ascending Hearts are going to be hollering at you.
Well,
tonight.
Delia is going to make a profile right now. That's why she keeps running off. She's like,
She's on,
what
no,
question?
She's on, like,
Morning
Philadelphia
sex.
Eagles
I gotta
chicks.com.
say this though, the thing that's interesting, like every website has like their own niche, right? And so Ascending Hearts is interesting because it says like, what are you looking for? A lot of dating sites is I'm looking for men or I'm looking for women. This one is like, I'm looking for men, I'm looking for women, I'm looking for both. And then there's one like you can be open relationship or it can be like, there's all these different things. There's like a relationship with 3 people. Like what you're looking for is a third for the couple that you already are.
Have you seen the new
So that's Craigslist.
edition?
Credulous.
Oh,
Go
well,
on,
you know what?
new
I should probably
edition.
look into that because that's free.
People get murdered.
The new addition to Facebook.
Well, we all take risks.
The
If
gender
that gets
category
wild.
for Facebook now has, I think, like
Transgender?
like 30 to 50 different new variations.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of different options now
Okay.
for cisgendered and
Pre-op,
transgender,
poa,
transsexual,
mid-op.
and male,
Double
female,
pre-op.
female. That is not a thing.
How could there be that many?
I
is
know.
not a
I was
thing.
like 30.
I made a.
How can there be so
there's
few?
An Ashley Madison. You ever been to AshleyMadison.com?
No, because we're not married people looking for affairs, Tweety.
Oh, is that
I'm
a
not
thing?
married either.
Well, Ashley Madison is a site for married people looking for affairs.
I made an account on it. I also made an
Sleeping
account
on the couch
I
tonight.
also
again.
made-
Someone's jacking off tonight.
I also made an account on Christian Mingle.
J-date?
Why?
No, I wanted to see what it was like so bad. Like it was, they're pretty.
You know,
ridiculous.
curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
Careful now.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone's jacking off all week.
I jerk
Does
off
she watch
so
this
much.
show?
No.
She's not keeping
She
tabs.
probably watches.
She's watching right now.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We get on here and then I tell all my secrets about how I jerk off to AshleyMadison.com.
You jerk off to Ashley
Oh wait,
Madison?
did I say that out loud? Oh man.
So wait a minute. You
Oh,
jerk
man,
off?
oops.
Something about Ashley
I mean, if you
Madison.
like that sort of thing, you can find me at
Seriously,
AshleyMadison.com/Tweety.
Tweedaddy. TweeDaddy. Tweedaddy.
Are
Hey
you
guys, I'm on
serious?
MySpace, so check me out.
It's Ashley Madison /Tweedaddy69. Ladies.
There's all kinds of misdirection happening right
Tweedaddy 69 morning sex.
That's what I do. So, anytime. Ladies.
Anytime except for when my girlfriend will rip a hole in my ass.
So mainly between March 3rd and March 19th when she's out of town. So I live in Van Nuys.
Get your gas
Mere
money ready
blocks
because it's
from
going to
me.
be a drive. Van Nuys. If you want someone to drive to Van Nuys, you need to show us your dick right now. I want to know if it's worth it.
Yeah, seriously. I live in the valley.
Show us your dick, Tweety.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it's
Well,
all,
you're asking people to drive all
have
the way
you
to
ever,
the valley.
Okay, let me describe my dick. Let's skip this.
Sure, kielbasa sausage.
Let's
smaller.
skip it. Let's skip
smaller.
it. Let's skip it. I'm gonna not show it, but I'll explain it to you.
Oh. Now, it
I'll
smells
describe it
similar,
to you.
too.
Let me break it
Which is
down.
Yeah, this is what if you were a lady, this is what I assume it would look like.
Wait, what do you mean this? If I was a lady, you would assume.
'Cause-
How many drinks have I had?
Men and women have very different eyes. So, ladies, my penis is very average sized. It's
What's
What is
average?
average to you?
orange tinted,
Wait a minute. What's the orange? Do you put sun?
crooked.
I
Do you-
know you
do you
got
suntan
you
just your
any
dick?
Oil on it
No,
or
it's
what?
just born orange.
Born orange.
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot
know.
of
Weird.
carrots.
You know
A
what
lot
my
of
mom
carrots
would
in
say?
the
My
diet.
mom would
A
say
lot of
that dropping
carotene.
it.
A lot of carotene. So
It's
how does
that
that make
Irish
you
Is
feel?
that just a carrot?
What's the average size? What is average? Tell us what you think it is, because most guys have a totally off idea of what the average size is. So I want you to tell us.
Flaccid or erect?
Well, wait a minute, Sam. We were talking about Tweety's penis.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And for
I don't wanna
Tweety,
get them dicks mixed
flaccid,
up here.
flaccid and erect are the same.
I don't care.
thing.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
not appetizing.
it's not
Appetizing?
imagine it's something that's super hard but can bend.
Really?
Like
Okay,
concrete that
but
can
the size,
bend.
but the size.
Bending concrete?
So how? Show us with your hands.
I'm
Show me with
already
your hands.
regretting bringing this.
Show me with your
topic
hands.
So am I.
Show me with your
Already?
hands how big it is. How big is it hard? Just show me with your hands.
Hard.
Well, yeah.
So it,
Like this.
so it's this big around, but it's only this long.
Pass.
Oh, that's a tree
If I can-
stump.
no, here's the thing.
You're gonna stab me
If
and
I
I'm
can
gonna
go
bleed
in
to death.
sideways, you're gonna love it.
If I fucked an okay, if I
For the camera, they can't see.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
saying it's like this.
Why?
Ashtray
That
size.
thick?
What?
it's
I
only
love how
this
you said
deep.
for the camera who can't see, and then you
It's
showed with
thick
your
and short.
hands
if I fucked
to
if
the
I
audio people that will be listening to the podcast part.
Oh.
if I
This is-
fucked an ashtray,
4
I wouldn't
inches.
touch the bottom, but I'd
Round.
break out the sides.
Wow, that sounds like you must cook really good or something.
Oh yeah, I cook great. I'm a really good cook.
You better be, because that's a dick I don't want any part of.
How are your plantains?
Crispy.
Let me explain to you how I cook now. So
In a crock
You
pot
caramelize it.
while crying.
Is it caramelized?
Is your penis
gotta
really
know.
thin, like you said?
what's that?
You said it was thin?
No, it's thick
No,
as
it's
fuck.
wide. It's this wide.
Oh, it's
apparently.
just short.
Short.
Oh no.
I'm like my dick is like mini me. It's like the dick version of mini me. It's,
Oh, no, it's
it's
got a
all
plaid
fat.
shirt,
It's all fat,
googly eyes.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
That
it's-
kind of
bow
sounds
tie.
good, fat with googly eyes.
Are
we're
you-
talking about
Yeah.
dicks. We're talking about dicks.
Are you on MuppetDating.com?
No, I was just talking about, I'm thinking of like toys and stuff and shapes. My fat,
You know-
okay, googly eyes. I'm thinking of something that's gonna like stimulate me in
Monster.
places that I'm not used to being touched.
Oh,
It could
but
be
okay, hold
interesting.
on. But
Cookie Monster must be great at cunnilingus.
but what I forgot to explain is
That's not the kind of cunnilingus that I enjoy.
It's too
I forgot
aggressive,
to-
man.
Let me
You gotta be gentle.
It's a gentle flower.
okay, but let me
Respect the
can
flower.
Can I finish my dig explanation first? So it's this it's this wide, it's this
Why
thick.
Are you letting him finish?
I don't know.
But it has a thing that comes out. It has a part that comes out and
Next
whips around and
question.
goes.
Yeah.
I think
You're done.
confusing
So-
eyes with a face hugger.
All right, I give up.
All right.
my God.
Doesn't seem like a thing.
Ah!
She does not
real
look
quick.
amused. She looks super amused. She's like,
So real quick in the chat room.
I don't know, I'm not sure what that
Nobody
means.
likes a
With the
short
hand
penis.
gestures over there.
So Matthias in the chat room says, "Wow, this is the first time I've seen an American drink water and not an energy drink." But also he asks earlier, guys, can you do a fast comment on the Ukraine crisis? I want to know your opinion, which we actually talked about earlier. We did before you were in here. It's horrible. So yeah, there is DVR on this. You should be able to scrub back to, I don't know, what, 20 minutes into the show we were there. You can check that out. But all right, next question. This is from Tom B07. Okay, to do this at work. What do you think it's going to be?
Jerk off. Jerk
Yeah,
off. Jerk off in the
masturbate,
bathroom.
definitely.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And
Date
no,
someone.
It's not okay.
Pooping.
Oh,
Date someone at work
someone.
is not okay either.
Pooping?
Don't do that.
Depends on where you work.
Maximilian?
No, you can't tell
Do you have
people.
a guess
man.
on what this is going to be?
Date someone.
Okay, all right.
Jerk off.
Oh no, wait. I take it back. Pray at work, in private, in the cubicle.
This actually immediately looks like it's a joke. But but that's good to know.
Vet.
Sorry, there's no time for vetting.
There's an entire week for vetting.
I want to know
Yeah.
what it is.
All right.
Let's read the question.
I believe this is an Office Space joke, but he goes, I was making some copies at the copier, and it gave me an error message of PC load letter error. I took the copier out in a field behind the office and smashed it with a ball bat, as opposed to any of those other bats, I guess.
Did
No,
he have
it's a-
gangster
it's a-
music
as opposed to
playing?
like an
It's
animal.
only
Yeah.
allowed if gangster
It's a
music
bat.
is
Yes,
playing.
that is the next thing.
The bat's about this wide around.
Are you
It's a
talking
ball
about
bat.
his penis?
Very short.
Okay.
And it's got a thing comes out
And
and goes in the
While,
butt.
while listening to rap music, it does
Mhm.
say that.
Yeah.
So he's
Then I
describing
went
the movie
inside and
Office
played
Space.
video games at my desk, and I talked to Milton about his stapler. Anything wrong with this? No, that's a legitimate question, actually. I was wrong. Also a fantastic movie. What?
I believe you're my stupid.
You ever seen-
Office Space
I was-
is a fine, fine film.
I was watching the
It
squirrels.
has no place on this website.
I was watching the squirrels, and the squirrels got
Is
married.
this really what we're talking about now?
Yeah,
No.
it's a fantastic movie, but also Idiocracy, which not enough people have seen, is
It's
even
a
more
even
fantastic
better
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've seen
it is sadly accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the good thing about it. Office Space is a stronger movie. As far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
No,
It's-
dumb people
it's-
just
it
fucking
is.
tell everybody's dumb. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've been in the South. I've seen it with my own two
Yeah.
eyes. That's what is.
That's
going
why,
on.
as
What's
smart
to
people,
come.
we need to have more children.
Y'all ever been
But
to
we're
South
too
Carolina?
busy
Except
being
for Tweety.
smart
Yeah.
and doing things
Maximilian's
to change
plugged
the
into work.
world.
I'm on Ascending Hearts. I'm trying to make it happen.
I don't know. I think you've just negated my whole comment.
Damn. Don't take that shit from him.
Yeah.
I'll deal with him later.
What?
Uh-oh. Probably in the morning. Am I right?
Stop,
Ladies.
No.
stop kicking
Am
me.
I right, ladies?
No, I already read that one. Okay. Okay, here's a serious one. This is from Trezon. What
Oh no, is this the
What?
dude?
are you talking about?
Trezon?
He thinks Trayvon Martin. That's what he's trying
Really?
to say.
Trayvon Martin?
Oh,
No.
that's
Really?
the second time I've heard somebody say it fucked up.
This is
Yeah.
spelled.
No,
Is
I'm
that
no.
person also white?
I don't know, but probably.
This one is
No,
spelled.
Trayvon is the dude that
I
wrote
will-
Chocolate Rain.
Is that a porno?
Tazon.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Tazon.
yeah.
Tazon
I
Day.
was pretty close.
He's white. See how he made that
Chocolate
mistake?
rain.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
no.
Can't tell
Come
him
on, you didn't know. Nobody else jumped. It was like, oh, Chocolate Rain. That's definitely Tazon.
This
Nobody
is
else did that shit.
Treyzawn. Trezon.
Trayvon. Okay.
There you go.
Not Tazon.
Jewish guy got it.
You're not really Jewish.
What's the question?
High five. The question is: the whole school knows about our gay affair. What should I do?
About what?
The gay affair. Oh no,
Do about
the
what?
school knowing about it.
Based on this title, how old does he sound?
16.
The whole school,
That's
probably
a
16.
long, paragraph there.
At this
That's
point,
not that long.
Yeah, he's not a very good English.
It's about
especially not an English
6-7
major.
inches.
Okay, it sounds to me
paragraph.
like the real issue is that you are a young person having sex and that your other young friends who maybe aren't having sex have found out about it.
Or that you're in the Midwest.
at
I
this-
mean,
this point, I feel
maybe
like
in
it may
part,
not be a
maybe.
real
So
question.
it sounds.
Really?
No, I think it's real. I think it's real.
I mean,
going.
even if it's not, there's a real question there that I think we can address. There is a rumor going around that me and my male best friend had sex during the summer. I don't know how they found out about it, but they did. So it's not really rumor so much as
Right.
It's true.
true, but people found
That
out.
sounds like like at 11 or 12. That sounds like a rumor that goes around. Like, oh.
But
those
this
two guys
sounds like
having
it
sex
happened.
when they're
It
just
did happen,
friends.
but it did happen.
But
But
it
this
did
sounds like it
happen.
did happen.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Tell us what
Did
it does.
now? Did this kid actually have sex though, or
Let's
was it
find out.
sort of like a making out
No, they-
sort of thing?
Well, he says, I don't know how they found it. Oh, okay. Well,
They did it.
all right. Everyone looks at me weird now.
They found
Whenever we talk in the hallway, that is a sentence fragment. There are plenty of gay boys in our school, but their focus is on me and my friend over a rumor. I know the rumor is true, laugh out loud, but they still have no proof other than someone asking me, and I reply, probably. Okay. I don't care or give a blank about what they say or think. I want to transfer, but if I leave him in that school by himself, he'll get bullied. Should we just ignore people, transfer, or just lie and say it's not true? The whole school thinks we're gay, and the girl that has a crush on me doesn't even talk to me anymore. It's a weird,
Well, fuck her.
weird variable to add.
Yay.
Yeah.
Still.
It was a harmless summer fling. I'm lost and confused. I don't know how they found out, but they did. What's the best thing to do?
Lie about it.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm
Let's
gonna say
address the
figure
real
out
issue.
if you're actually gay or not.
Well, I don't really think that's the issue. The real issue is this: if you had sex with someone and there was no one else around and people found out and you didn't tell, it's the other motherfucker. So that's the real solution.
Honestly, this sounds a little bit like he sort of put it out there himself. Now it's coming back in a bad way, and he's like, "Oh shit! Now what do I do?" Because it's
Like
he-
maybe he's the one that told.
right, and he was
Somebody
coy
told.
about it, like
Yeah.
Unless
Mhm.
they got
Yeah.
caught.
Sure.
Did we? I don't know.
But they would have known if they got
And
caught.
Now that it's coming back negatively on him, he's like, "Oh gosh, I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry."
Well,
Mm.
I think that sexual affairs and encounters is a private affair, and if you or someone else is talking about it, then you open yourself up to other people's opinions. Not that it's any of their business, but if the real issue is that people aren't really having sex and you are and people are talking about it, that's one thing. Don't be embarrassed. You gotta do your own thing. But if you are the one that told, because one of you guys said something to somebody, it was either you or it was the other guy. So if you're the one that told, stop doing that. Don't do it anymore. And as far as getting bullied or whatever, yeah, other gay guys might want a blowjob. You know, that just comes with the territory. That's the way it goes. Just do the best you can and deal with it, and keep your fucking mouth shut. And don't have sex with people that can't do the same.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably too young to be having a whole lot of sexual experiences.
Yeah.
This sounds like a 14 or 15-year-old kid.
Mhm.
The guy's probably like, I'm 26.
If
This
that's the
reminds
case,
me. I actually went.
serious.
Yeah, if
remember-
he's
I'm
not
in
high
med
then
school.
we got some other issues.
I remember when I was in high school, I was like in 9th or 10th grade, and there's these two dudes that fucked each other. And
How did you find out about it?
because one of them, yeah, that was funny. I was in the room. It was
Oh,
awkward as
were
fuck.
you?
Yeah, it was super awkward.
He was
jerking
That
off
sounds
in the
hot.
corner.
Felt bad about it. I don't know.
No, because he told one of them talked.
Yes.
One of them didn't,
Ooh.
and it became this thing, and like it was a big deal. But I was probably in 10th grade, so I was in high school, and they were still in junior high.
Yeah. This is a
And
different situation, though.
and this
No,
is
it
in
sounds the same.
Nebraska.
It
It's
sounds the same. It's the same
situation.
situation.
Well,
but
no, because
different.
This one, there's a lot of gay boys there.
No,
He
no.
is saying this is in Nebraska where that is.
There's a
not
lot of gay
thing.
boys everywhere.
Right,
Yeah.
but they're not out like
But
that.
what
Well,
he-
well, I
but
don't think
same thing with this
Nebraska's as
guy.
close-minded as you think it is either.
I agree. So tell us what happened.
It eventually it was a big deal for like a month, and then eventually no one gave a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
People find something else to talk
That
about.
could be too.
And
This
no
could
one
be
ever got
like-
hurt. No one got beat up. No one
Yeah.
got. It was just, oh, let's make fun of these two dudes for a minute. And I remember one of them came in and like was telling us like the way we found out was me and my friend and her dad. And this other guy, this kid comes in and is like, I fucked so and so, and we were all like, what? And then her dad was like, we can go to the bedroom. and that was it. And so that was literally the gist of it. Like no one ever got hurt. They just got made fun of a little bit.
Because
which
they were having
sucked.
sex, right?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you're not getting your nut off and someone else is, you're gonna make fun of them. I
Right.
mean, come on.
Well, and also bullies feed off reaction, so just ignore it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or punch him in the motherfucking mouth.
I'm with Tweety on
Yeah,
that
I mean,
one.
if you can
Yep.
pull that off,
You
then
can.
Fine.
You can. Most bullies are bitches.
That's
punch
true.
them in their mouth.
No, that's true too.
Punch
If-
'em in their
if-
mouth.
If anything
brass
I've ever
knuckles on if
learned
you
from
have to.
Saturday morning
Punch 'em in their
programming,
mouth.
there you go.
That'll end
If
it.
you really want to do it, just don't tell anyone that you're ever offended. Get a bunch of your friends together, and all of you just go raw dog on the motherfucker and just beat the shit out of him. And
Oh,
then
I
just
thought when
walk
you said
up
rod, I
away.
was like, fuck him without a condom.
Whoa.
Damn.
That you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you punch
Hold
them,
them
if
down
you
and
punch them
fuck 'em
enough,
and-
if you punch them enough, you can pretty much do what you want
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna leave that to you, Tweety.
You know what? That's a great idea. Actually, I'm actually gonna go back a second. No, here's what you do. You get a bunch of.
I'm
Yes.
advocating that you be like the Spanish Inquisition.
Here's
you
what you
use
do.
surprise. You use surprise. You don't put a rumor out that you're
I don't
fucking
think the
pissed
Spanish
off.
Inquisition
You don't
was a
put
surprise.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, okay. I didn't ever watch one.
I mean, it's just kind of like when you watch a scary movie and goes, "I know you did it, and I'm gonna get you." Well, that's the next person to get killed.
Yeah, always.
Right.
So you never tell anyone. You
Yep.
know.
Yep.
But
I say what you do. I'm gonna go back though. I think what
Yeah.
you do is you and get several of your friends. You hold them down. You fuck them in the butt.
What?
And then what you say is you say, you know what? I'm not gonna tell anybody I fucked you in the butt.
And then see if they tell anyone.
Yeah. Or they won't say shit. 'cause
Literally
they're
the
not gonna say
worst
anything.
person ever.
Or you could just get them to the point and just put your dick right and be like, "I could fuck you in the butt right now,
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
morning.
but I'm not going to."
Welcome to 90% of my relationships. I could fuck you in the butt right now, but I'm not gonna because I'm a good guy.
I would leave the last part
Aw,
off, Tweety.
That's sweet.
Oh.
That's really sweet.
Oh, is that- you know what? Is there another question?
Yeah, let's move on. This comes from Dara. Am I in love with him?
No. No, you're not.
Well, we don't know.
Come on, you don't
Yeah,
ask
I'm
that
pretty sure.
question.
If you have to
How old?
question
How old
it-
do you think
If you have
Dara
to
is?
question it, no.
14.
I'll
Girls,
say 14.
ladies.
12 to 14.
I want to hear the rest
Yeah.
of the question before
Well,
I
young.
respond.
No, make a guess now, and then we'll.
No.
I'm okay, the rest of the questions. I'm
The-
working
and
at
it's
Bear
duh,
Stearns.
if I am I in
he's
love with him?
working
I think
at-
she's 31.
Uh huh.
31 is not. Is
You
not
know what?
Asking this question. No.
There are a lot of.
Don't look, Dahlia. What do you think? What's your guess?
She's
Oh, I say teens, young teens.
Okay.
31.
Well, because there's no, they don't have a what's the little thing, the picture thing called?
Avatar.
They don't have
Snapchat.
an they don't have an avatar, so she's probably
Oh,
like
oh,
55.
yeah, yeah.
She's probably right. No
Um,
avatar.
So
55.
Dara says, I have a boyfriend who lives 45 miles away from me. We met on Craigslist.
Avatar. Yeah,
Oh.
55.
Okay, older,
Okay, this
yeah.
might be older, yeah.
I'm 22 and he's 26.
Oh.
Ah.
I was closer than
You
all
were
of
the
you.
closest.
31.
31 is
Of
closer
course
to
you said you're
22.
14.
14 to
Mhm.
22. Is
Okay, but
8
the
years
point is
off.
that she's an
I was
adult.
You were closer.
Close. No, I would not call 22 really an adult.
You can
having
buy
not
a beer
been
and you can
22.
go to war for your
At
country.
22, I would have.
You can buy guns.
Now I would
You
not.
can
She's
buy
an adult,
porn.
She may not be mature.
You could buy
Let's hear
guns
the
at
rest
any
of the
age.
You
question.
can
Okay.
buy gun. No, you cannot buy a gun when you're in any age. You got to be a certain age. You're old enough to buy guns, cigarettes, booze, and pussy.
You can
Did I
buy
say
that?
that?
That's illegal. That's
Yeah,
still
you can buy
illegal no
pussy,
matter
yeah.
what age you are.
Well,
For
unless
sure.
you're in.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
depending on what state
Yeah.
you're in.
Like in
Um,
Nebraska, you could buy guns
Bunny
at
Ranch,
8 years old.
anybody?
What is the age cutoff in Nevada?
don't know.
I don't think there is one. I
Well,
think you
we're
can
all
pretty
old
much
enough, so
buy
who
it.
cares?
For what, the brothel?
So she's 22.
right. Let's go.
22. And he's
she-
26?
Yes, 22 to
So he
26.
says
No,
Well,
that's,
I'm
cl-
sure
that's
they've
fine.
met,
That's
otherwise it
fine.
would be like-
he could be an online thing.
It didn't sound like it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't love someone that's not. Well.
Let's find out.
All right, what's the
Oh,
story,
shit.
guys?
Oh shit! No, let's.
I mean, I was in love with Winnie Cooper, so screw you, man.
From Wonder Years.
Hell yeah. Who wasn't? All right. Okay. What?
It's not that deep a cut.
Are you
Danica
talking?
McKellar?
Hey.
That's deeper.
Said the nerd.
I've hung out with him 3 times, and we were very affectionate.
Keeps moving my. I feel like there's a bit going on where they're like, Tweety's about
It's
to
just
talk.
because you're it's not a bit. It's God telling you to stop. I can't stand to be away from him anymore. I feel like
3 times, that is not enough.
Yeah. I feel
Overly
like
attached
walking
girlfriend
45
meme.
miles to see
Insert.
him. Okay.
What?
What?
What was that last
I
time?
fim like walking 45 miles to see
Bitch,
him.
do you not have a car?
No.
Yeah,
just
that's
feels
a
like it.
crazy
It's
town.
this is. I would walk 500 miles.
Hey,
I
would
would
walk
would.
45
Miles
miles.
in the
Okay, that's great.
I'd buy a bus ticket.
Are you used to love that.
I would buy a taxi.
This relationship sounds doomed. Please continue.
Yesterday there was nasty weather and a tornado warning, and I was scared
Midwest.
that.
Definitely a Midwest problem.
I was going to ride the tornado all the way to my love.
Okay. I was scared that he would get hurt or killed, and if he did get killed, I would kill myself. Oh my God.
3 times. Met him 3 times.
Right?
Wow.
I also think of him when I'm listening to certain music. I think I get to see him again next week, and
On
seems
Skype.
like time is lagging. Am I in love with him or crazy in love?
You
Crazy.
are crazy.
Just actually,
You
just
are
crazy, just
Just
crazy.
There's no love. Just
It's just yeah.
Well,
it's
What's
It's
the
an
real
infatuation
question? What's the real
phase.
question?
How
What's the
lonely is
question?
this lady? What can we do to solve her loneliness?
Well, wait a minute. We don't really know what she's asking for, first of all.
Am I in
Well,
love?
She says, "Am I in love?" And she's looking
Yeah.
for validation because I'm sure her friends are telling her, "You're not in love."
'Cause they're
Either
correct.
You're a preacher's kid who, like, this is the first time you've seen a pretty boy, or you're just woefully immature and like want to make this thing into something that it isn't.
I think you've got onto something there. I think about that. I think you're really onto that. Woefully immature and making this into something. Let us not downplay. Just because you don't have a lot of life experience doesn't mean that you can't. Your emotions aren't real.
No, the
No.
emotions.
You always have the
absolutely.
right to your
Sure.
emotions, but
But if a tornado is keeping you from your beloved, then it sounds to me like maybe there are other issues that
Like
need
a
to be
God
dealt
doesn't
with.
want you to
Yeah.
be in the relationship.
or that you're
Like, does
living
he
in,
go
like,
to a different?
movies.
Does he go to a different middle school? Like, what's the issue here?
She's 22 and
I
26.
would,
so if they go to
I would
different
assume
middle
if he went
schools,
to a
they're
middle
probably
school, that would be
handicapped.
really a different problem.
Is this an internet relationship? I think
Well,
this
they
is
met
an
on
internet.
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
Is that
And
what
they've
she
met
said?
3 times.
Yeah, they met on Craigslist. They've met 3 times in real life.
And which means they've been to Bone Town.
But
3
this is what's
times.
interesting.
Maybe.
She doesn't actually say what it was like when she saw him. She's talking only about herself. Me,
Sure.
me. This is how I feel. She doesn't say anything about this motherfucker. Like, who the fuck is he? Why is he
Sure.
special? You didn't say like
Yeah, why you gotta find someone 45 miles away instead of?
because
couple
Probably
miles
she's probably from a
exactly.
small town. Probably from a small town.
Just a small town girl.
Yep.
Oh.
Every
Did she meet the
response
boy
is now
and
just
where?
music.
Where?
Where'd you meet the boy from? South Detroit. Come on.
Oh,
You're gonna sing the song.
He
At
was
least.
born and raised in South Detroit. That's not where she met
No,
him.
that's right, and
Oh,
that's a
okay, fair
different
enough.
girl. Anyway, see how he tried to school me and he was wrong. I sing this song every other week in karaoke. You can't tell me.
I was pretty
We
much
don't
right
have our
though. I mean, I was
karaoke
pretty
Thursdays.
much right. I was sort of right. I was sort of right. Anyways, so
I wish I could make a cricket sound.
man, where's Fletcher Kaufman?
This girl just wants to be in love so bad. She's
Oh, that's pretty
forcing
good.
it
Thanks.
on top of
Her name is Daria.
some random dude
Dara?
from Craigslist.
Dara.
Dara, go to ascendinghearts.com. I'm not
Maybe
kidding.
let's start
If
paying
you
me
wanna,
for this.
you know what? I'm just trying to make
People
the world
from
a better
Kansas
place.
don't go to Burning Man. though.
One heart at a time. Honestly, it sounds to me like this is an internet relationship and you're trying to make the best of something that you found. And that tells me that maybe in real life you're not able to meet people. And you know what? Me neither.
Or the-
Tweety was on my case. He was like, why the dating sites? Why can't you just meet people?
No, that wasn't,
you
I
know-
wasn't on anybody's case.
Yeah,
no,
he was being
no,
a dick. and
Tweety
you know
is
what?
not a dick.
Excuse me, no, you were being a dick. You were being a short, fat dick.
That's a reference to things that happened.
Googly
But
eyes.
I have an
Free.
anal towel.
With
I have a towel
googly
for anal.
eyes. The fact of the matter is it sounds very much like this is like an online relationship, and my honest and true advice to you is really to go to Ascending Hearts, because if you want to feel in love, it sounds like you just want to feel like you're in love, and that's a fucking beautiful thing. And feeling like you're in love can go a long way to bringing it into your life, and that's okay. But you got to do it and know that that's what you're in for. If you just want to feel good, then just go for it and just do it to feel good. But let us not be asking other people, am I in love? Do I am in love?
You're
No,
not.
just get those good feelings and just enjoy them for yourself, and don't get too wrapped up in it. Just enjoy the good feelings and just roll with it.
Is there a website called Cray Date?
Where crazy chicks
for,
go?
For crazy chicks? Yeah.
There should
Crazy
be.
dudes,
There should be
too.
guys are crazy too.
Sure. Yeah. Any crazy people should hook up with
It would
each
just be
other.
full of
Cray
people that
date
are
would be
like, I signed
awesome.
up
Let's
for
make it
Cray Date
happen.
just to see what it's like.
That's what people do when they go on like Black Planet. There's like always like those white guys that are on Black Planet.
What?
Black Planet is like J-Date for black people. I'm not on it. You can figure out for yourself the reasons why. But anyway, yeah, Black
Not a big
Planet
fan of white
is
dudes, or
What? No, the other way.
didn't you just say that a lot of white
Black
dudes are on it?
Planet is like J-Date is for Jewish people that want to meet other Jewish people, 'cause, you know, so
Yeah.
you don't have to get someone to fucking convert to your shit, I guess. But J-Date is also for people who want to be with Jewish people, like maybe people that are lovers of the culture or whatever like that. So Black Planet, yeah.
People that don't want to convert to black,
Well, no.
but might.
You're so racist.
But it's not racist. I'm
Look,
just literally saying what you said.
Why are we
I'm
talking
racist,
about
you're
Black Planet?
racist.
Now I've totally lost his racist remarks and his bigotry have completely made me lose my train of thought.
It would happen eventually.
It is what happens, ladies. That's pretty
Why
much.
are we talking
Is there a
about Black
Ray date
Planet?
for-
Yeah, is there like a racist?
Ray Date.
Okay, okay, racist.
Ray Date and Ray Date. Okay, so wait a minute. So we can have like, like Ascending Hearts is part of the Consciousness Network. We could have Ray Date for racists and Cray Date for the crazies, and we could be part of the Unconscious Network.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you something. Oh man.
We can have Gray Date if you're only interested in people that are like much, much older than you.
Oh, Gray
Yes.
Date.
Gray Date.
Oh, Gray Date. That'd be a good one.
People who want to have sex with horses. That's a
Hey Date. Yeah.
Oh. Thrown in the
Oh
bestiality.
my God, that's hot.
Or Stay Date. People that like Lisa Loeb.
What?
You're welcome, Chick.
Hey.
You're the only one that
I got it.
All I know is that Chan likes Lisa Loeb now.
Oh man.
What is that? Oh, 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Gee, we almost did it, guys.
What are you saying? You're not enjoying this interaction?
No.
Oh.
He's not saying it, but look at his eyes. You can tell he is done.
I love those eyes.
Can't wait to get home to whiskey.
Oh.
What was
We
that?
got some
What?
right here.
I got
It's
what?
not
I
fun.
know. I got a thing.
What?
What?
Don't act like it's just the
I
whiskey
know
you're
who's
looking forward to
married and
getting
who's
home to.
not. Babe, are you watching the show? Oh, this just in. There was a question that was about reverse racism, but then the question itself was horrible, so I'm avoiding it.
Yeah,
Oh.
those are the best.
Yeah.
Any others? We need a good one. We need to go
Right.
out with a bang.
While I find a better question,
Can we ask Tweety about what he was doing on that website for married people that are looking for affairs?
Oh man.
waiting to get
Madison.
married.
Yeah, I
Ashley
wanted to
Madison.
know. I wanted, dude. Okay, I do a lot of things for the experience, guys.
Are you
So-
on Black Planet?
No, but I will be. I will be tonight. I wanted to know what these motherfuckers look like. Like that's really what it comes down to.
Would you like on Ascending Hearts or just any site?
all site? Like I did J-Date, and I wanted to read the profiles, so I made a fake profile, and I went on Christian Mingle, and I went on
And Kristen Mingle.
I've got something
No,
for you,
Oh
Tweety.
no, also you went on Kristen Mingle. So
I want to say I think I went on J-Date, and I went on Ashley Madison.
I've got something
think I
for
went on
you.
those
This is
three.
going to make you really happy. So last year, a couple of my friends that live in other places, they were like, you really, because I don't have a boyfriend. Ascending Hearts, maximally. Anyway, so my friends said they had all this great success, and they're like, you really need to get on the dating site. So I did. I joined every fucking dating site I could find, even this one in Russia, like everywhere. And so when I was looking at but look, I was looking at the
You enjoy
profile
your freedom,
pictures,
right?
and I saw so many that I was like, what the motherfucking fuck? So I started a Tumblr, and the Tumblr is called Yours, Mine, and His. And what it is, it's screenshots of the guys who are interested in me. And I didn't put any annotations. I don't need to make fun of anyone because it's already clear. And in screenshots where like you're like, why is she showing this? I put a little arrow. I won't make any comments, but I'll put a little arrow. Like if, for example, there's this one guy, he's sitting at a desk that looks like this. So when I say desk, I'm putting quotation marks around the word desk.
Table.
He's sitting at, yeah, but it's supposed to look like a desk. He's sitting in like one of those office chairs, the leather ones, like the executive chair. And on his desk is, this is no bullshit, an automatic weapon, bullets, and whiskey, and an ashtray and a cigar. But the cigar is uncut, and there's the wrong kind of lighter
Hey.
on the desk. Can you say poser? Also, it looks like someone put a bowl on his head to cut his hair. There's another profile picture. So this is on my Tumblr. And so you said you want to see what these guys
Yeah.
look like. My whole Tumblr is only screenshots of the guys that are interested in dating me. One of the screenshots is like where, you can put in like your location and how many miles of radius of a person you want to meet. And so one day I put in like my mile radius and it said, there are no men in your area.
That's pretty funny.
I know.
Wow.
Yours, mine, and his. Check it out.
Okay, really quick before we wrap it all up, one last question. This is a real quick one. There's nothing more to this than the question itself. From Robin, is 24 and 19 too big an age difference?
No.
Really? I would say yes.
What?
Hell yes.
They're the same thing.
I mean, they're probably not gonna last forever, but it's not creepy. It's not like 35.
Just got out of high school, just got out of college.
When I was 25, right before I moved to LA, I met a girl at a bar. I think I probably told you this a million times. Met a girl
I
at a bar.
haven't heard it.
Hang on.
Met a girl
Get
at a
into
bar. Bought her a couple drinks.
Hey.
Went to a party.
21?
17. Had a fake ID. And we were sitting one day.
Butt sex?
No butt sex. No sex. Because
Well, that's
luckily I fucking found how old
You'll
she
tell me the
was.
truth later. Gotcha.
No, that's the real truth.
I remember.
And but no, it was fucking weird because she was like, "Oh, I'm 17."
Yeah, that's way too young.
But but it's not because when she turned 18, 2 weeks later.
Butt sex.
You're just saying that to make it sound like you're not a creep.
No, well, what's the difference? I mean, if you think I'm a creep
I
or
would still
fucking
say
a
that-
17-year-old, then
I
you think I'm a
mean,
creep or fucking a chick.
Legally,
Yes, we
that's
do.
fine, but I would still say if you want an actual relationship, that difference is too big.
I think men that are grown ass men that are dating women that are really
I was
young,
25.
there's something wrong with. Yeah, that's not cool, and I'll tell you why.
Really?
Because when I see a
There's
man,
that much of a difference. At 7
20
years old?
it's not about the difference. This is what it's about. If you're a man and you're over the age of 25 and you're dating a woman that's under your own age,
I met her at a bar. Thought
but
she was 21.
it doesn't matter. But
Thought
this,
she was 21.
all I'm but that's still a problem. And I'm going
But
to tell
then
you
you-
why.
yeah, go on.
Because if you're 25, which is young, period, for a human being, period.
Right.
But if you're a man and you're 25 and you're dating a woman that's under 25, and I'm not talking like she's 24, but if she's not your same age, that tells me as a woman that you are not intellectually or emotionally
Sure.
stable enough to date a woman that's
I'll give
at
you
your
the,
level.
I'll give
And
you,
that tells
I'll
me
give
that
you
you suck.
emotionally. I'll give you emotionally. I won't give you intellectually. I'll give you emotionally. Emotionally, I'll say yes, sure. When I was, by the way, we never had sex.
I don't believe you
Oh,
because
that's
you
good.
keep saying it. Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Well, that's fine.
Called you a lady.
Well, I am a lady, ladies.
In the sack. You,
Um,
you winking
I'll
at
take
me?
it.
But I never boned her. But we never had.
How many times are you
married
going to tell us you didn't
sex.
fuck the girl that
How
she's
many different
underage?
ways can you say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Can you
more
say
you
it in
say it,
Thai?
the less
The
The
believable
less
it
we
is.
believe, and like,
No. No, seriously though, we never had sexual intercourse. We never had
oh,
any sort
I
of.
did not have
We
sexual
never
relations
had-
with
did
that
not go
woman.
I mean, it
to
all
Were
the
you
depends.
both
beat.
naked in a room at the same
Was your
time?
dick in her
It
hand
depends
ever?
on what your definition of.
Were you both
is
naked
is.
in a room at the same time?
He probably didn't pull his pants all the way down.
Yeah, like I fucked her through. Wait, when I say fucked, I mean I
I
put my
cut-
penis through the
in the
hole of my
pantyhose.
boxers.
Yeah,
No.
I believe that.
No. But my point is this: she was a cool chick.
I'm,
was a
I'm
cool chick.
She was
sure.
a cool chick. At
24 to 19 is a
Oh, but
perfect place to
25. The
have a-
You
cutoff
know-
is 25. Like that's the line.
if you're 25, yes.
But if
for-
I'm
for
24, then it's cool.
If you're 24, then go for it.
But I would say once
Maybe
you,
I was 24 then.
You
Maybe I did
weren't
the math wrong.
24, and I think you fucked her through the hole in your boxers too.
with the exception of people
And the
who
zipper. I didn't
don't
take my
drink,
pants off, I
once
just
you've
put-
gotten past 21, dating anyone under 21 is I think is a.
Hey, I was.
I don't know how to
classy
phrase
enough.
what I want to say.
Actually,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
'cause it's a pain in the ass. Like, hey, I
It's
wanna
a
go to bar
cop-out.
with our friends, and like, oh, I can't go, and it's.
yeah. I mean it's more than an inconvenience, but yes.
Question:
2 minutes.
24-year-old woman, 19-year-old man.
Totally fine.
No, I think
Ascending
it's
hearts.
just as dumb.
Ascending hearts. Maximilian.
All right, we're gonna wrap things
I'm also
up.
on OkCupid. You can find me on Twitter.
Go ahead, pimp out all your stuff. Tell people where they can find you
No,
on your
I'm
social
just
media. And
24
your,
and 19. I'm saying that's good if it's a woman and a man.
But if it's a man and a woman, it's.
It's totally
and
fine.
you are 24, so any 19-year-old guys out there. Is that accurate? Are you-
Hey there, ladies.
No, go on. Tell people where they can find you, not
Oh.
just for dating.
Oh,
Or for
well, okay. On Twitter, you can find me at Maximilian, MAXXIMILLIAN. My YouTube channel is Maximilian TV, spelled the same way.
Delia.
I am Philadelia. That's PhilaDehlia. You hear me?
And we're Asking for a Friend. You can find us at askingforafriendshow.com. That is Ryan Tweedy or I'm Tweedy on Twitter.
Yep.
Anything else you want to put out there, Tweedy?
He didn't have
Through
sex
these
with
gates?
that girl.
I did not.
I did not.
I did not have sex with
The
that.
P did not touch
I
the
did not
V.
have sex
With that woman.
Not
For anyone,
happen.
anyone who's concerned and I didn't say any of this out loud, but during the show I got this disturbing text message from my wife that said, I can't find Inara, which is our kitten. And then just now I got her.
Yay.
So, woo!
Aw.